Check, check, check. 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 Check, check, check.
Check, 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 check.
Hi, Toro fans. I'm Eric Dahl. When the Toros are on the road, we always stop at Applebee's. They always take care of the Toros, giving us the fuel we need to win away from the Mesa. The boys love to eat there after home games, too. Thanks to Applebee's, when we're on the road, the only thing we're hungry for is a win.
Applebee's 2 for $20. Now that's eating good in the neighborhood.
The sinister cries haunted Mary through the night. Dawn neared, and still the voice tormented her. She ran towards the safety of her car, flung open the door, and a coyote had somehow gotten locked inside. But the damaged interior was covered, thanks to Farmers Insurance. Coyote Carpool, August 1st, 2015. Talk to a farmer's agent. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Call me, Miranda Schuler, your local farmer's agent at 701-838-8144.
Throughout the areas we serve, First International Bank and Trust employees are actively involved in helping our customers and communities grow. This is Kevin Vigestad from First International Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Whether it's coaching a Little League team, leading through involvement with nonprofit organizations, or a proud Beaver booster, know that all of us at First International Bank and Trust are committed to giving back to the places where we live and work.
Your hands are a vital part of who you are, how you work, play, even how you communicate. When injury or illness strikes, the hand team at Trinity Health will be there to help restore full functionality. We specialize in surgical repairs, hand reconstruction, non-surgical interventions, and occupational therapies. Don't let damage or disorder take away your hands. See the hand team at Trinity Health. Trinity Health, reinventing health.
All in one place, you can get a fabulous coffee, the best burger in town. Arrange a meeting for up to 30 people and begin your next trip, whether business or vacation. It's Minot's newest, most architecturally beautiful, versatile structure, the Minot International Airport. The Trestle Tap House and Cafe with Caribou Coffee and customizable meeting spaces are just a couple of the amenities offered. The Minot International Airport. See the world from home.
We've been thinking. A championship team is not born, it's developed through precision and execution. There are a lot of teams, but only one champion. At Ryan GMC Buick Cadillac, we get that. Precision matters every time. A lot of places sell cars, but only one is professional grade. Performing to the highest standard to be your dealership of choice. Ryan GMC Buick Cadillac.
We live in such a fast-paced world. It's always go, go, go. When I'm out for a run, it's my time. It's the best way to start your day. Crossing the line to that marathon, it's the biggest reward you can get. I want my customers to achieve their goals and go above and beyond. I'm Nikki Ledegi, and I'm one of the running experts at Shields.
Shields, when it comes to gear and expert advice, we're right there with you in Bismarck, Minot, Grand Forks, Fargo, and Moorhead.
Hi, Taro fans. I'm Lana Cochran. When the Taros are on the road, we always stop at Applebee's. They always take care of the Taros, giving us the fuel we need to win away from the Mesa. The boys love to eat there after home games, too. Thanks to Applebee's, when we're on the road, the only thing we're hungry for is a win.
Applebee's 2 for $20. Now that's eating good in the neighborhood.
Hey, look, it's a bird.
No, is that a plane?
Wait, no,
It's Super Guy.
Can I help you?
I'm here for the IRET Properties Heroes Program, citizen. I'd like to apply to rent one of your properties and receive 10% off my monthly rent.
And I as well, ma'am.
Captain Stars and Stripes? No offense, guys, but the IRET Properties Heroes Program isn't exactly for you. Our Heroes Program honors teachers, nurses, active and retired military personnel, personnel, police officers, firefighters, EMTs, and members of the National Guard by offering 10% off their monthly rent.
Not even Bat Dude?
Not even Bat Dude. But IRET has many properties with competitive rent, plus pet-friendly and outdoor pool options. I'd be happy to help you find a property to suit your needs.
That would be super!
Go to iretapartments.com or call 837-RENT to learn more about the IRET Properties Heroes program. IRET Properties. This is home.
Hi, Toros fans. I'm Austin Koss. When the Toros get on the bus, the first stop is always at Applebee's. Whether it's Jamestown, Fargo, or Grand Forks, the Toros always get a good meal. The boys like Applebee's so much we eat it at the Minot location too. Thanks to Applebee's, when we're on the road, the only thing we're hungry for is a win.
Applebee's 2 for $20. Now that's eating good in the neighborhood.
I'm here at the year's hottest stag pool party.
Put your antlers up!
Where? Some poor guy's backyard. These stags are bringing down the house. Seriously, deer are ripping holes in the pool cover. They're trampling patio furniture. And all the damage was covered, thanks to Farmers Insurance. Stag Pool Party, October 27th, 2014. Talk to a farmer's agent. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Call me, Miranda Schuler, your local farmer's agent at 701-838-8144.
What's the best birthday party option in town? Toros Hockey. You supply the birthday boy or girl, and the Toros do the rest. Designated party areas and all sorts of perks to make your birthday kid feel special on his or her special day. Kids, it's up to you. Tell your parents or guardian that you want to celebrate your birthday with Tank and the Toros. For more information, call 701-852-0101 or visit MinotaurosHockey.com. Toros Hockey, making your birthday special. Join the charge.
All in one place, you can get a fabulous coffee, the best burger in town, arrange a meeting for up to 30 people, and begin your next trip, whether business or vacation. It's Minot's newest, most architecturally beautiful, versatile structure, the Minot International Airport. The Trestle Tap House and Cafe with Caribou Coffee and customizable meeting spaces are just a couple of the amenities offered. The Minot International Airport. See the world from home.
Take care of your feet, and they'll take care of you. The foot and ankle specialists at Trinity Health can help with both surgical and non-surgical solutions. So, patients who suffer from foot and ankle-related issues can say, "So long, heel pain. Catch you later, corns. Hasta la vista, hammer toes." Relieve pain now and help prevent future discomfort. Diagnosis and treatment is available today. Trinity Health, reinventing health.
Hi, Taros fans. I'm Lincoln Earn. When the Taros are on the road, we always stop at Applebee's. They always take care of the Taros, giving us the fuel we need to win away from the Mesa. The boys love to eat there after home games, too. Thanks to Applebee's, when we're on the road, the only thing we're hungry for is a win.
Applebee's 2 for $20. Now that's eating good in the neighborhood.
Hello, I'm Steve Funningsland, consumer lender at First Western Bank and Trust and sports enthusiast. Employees at First Western know the importance of teamwork in their day-to-day banking duties to best serve the community. I know the Minot and surrounding area high school and college athletic teams know the importance of teamwork as well. We want to wish all local teams good luck in their athletic endeavors this year. Stay safe on the courts, on the fields, on the rinks, and in the gyms. We look forward to watching you succeed. With familiar faces you know, who know you by name, First Western Bank and Trust, you can bank on us, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Daniel the deer danced everywhere. He pranced through fields and jigged through rivers. Then he saw it. What a stage! A place no deer had dared dance before. The hood of a brand new car. My car! And the car was covered, thanks to Farmers Insurance. Deer Dance Floor, December 1st, 2014. Talk to a farmer's agent. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Call me, Miranda Schuler, your local farmer's agent at 701-838-8144.
Hi, Taros fans. I'm Colby Enns. When the Taros get on the bus, the first stop is always at Applebee's. Whether it's Jamestown, Fargo, or Grand Forks, the Taros always get a good meal. The boys like Applebee's so much we eat at the Minot location, too. Thanks to Applebee's, when we're on the road, the only thing we're hungry for is a win.
Applebee's 2 for $20. Now that's eating good in the neighborhood.
All in one place, you can get a fabulous coffee, the best burger in town, arrange a meeting for up to 30 people, and begin your next trip, whether business or vacation. It's Minot's newest, most architecturally beautiful, versatile structure, the Minot International Airport. The Trestle Tap House and Cafe with Caribou Coffee and customizable meeting spaces are just a couple of the amenities offered. The Minot International Airport. See the world from home.
Hi, Toro fans. I'm Eric Dahl. When the Toros are on the road, we always stop at Applebee's. They always take care of the Toros, giving us the fuel we need to win away from the Mesa. The boys love to eat there after home games, too. Thanks to Applebee's, when we're on the road, the only thing we're hungry for is a win.
Applebee's 2 for $20. Now that's eating good in the neighborhood.
The sinister cries haunted Mary through the night. Dawn neared, and still the voice tormented her. She ran towards the safety of her car, flung open the door, and a coyote had somehow gotten locked inside. But the damaged interior was covered, thanks to Farmers Insurance. Coyote Carpool, August 1st, 2015. Talk to a Farmers agent. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Call me, Miranda Schuler, your local Farmers agent at 701-838-8144.
Throughout the areas we serve, First International Bank and Trust employees are actively involved in helping our customers and communities grow. This is Kevin Vigestad from First International Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Whether it's coaching a Little League team, leading through involvement with nonprofit organizations, or a proud Beaver booster, know that all of us at First International Bank and Trust are committed to giving back to the places where we live and work.
Your hands are a vital part of who you are, how you work, play, even how you communicate. When injury or illness strikes, the hand team at Trinity Health will be there to help restore full functionality. We specialize in surgical repairs, hand reconstruction, non-surgical interventions, and occupational therapies. Don't let damage or disorder take away your hands. See the hand team at Trinity Health. Trinity Health, reinventing health.
All in one place, you can get a fabulous coffee, the best burger in town, arrange a meeting for up to 30 people, and begin your next trip, whether business or vacation. It's Minot's newest, most architecturally beautiful, versatile structure, the Minot International Airport. The Trestle Tap House and Cafe with Caribou Coffee and customizable meeting spaces are just a couple of the amenities offered. The Minot International Airport. See the world from home.
We've been thinking. A championship team is not born, it's developed through precision and execution. There are a lot of teams, but only one champion. At Ryan GMC Buick Cadillac, we get that. Precision matters every time. A lot of places sell cars, but only one is professional grade. Performing to the highest standard to be your dealership of choice. Ryan GMC Buick Cadillac.
We live in such a fast-paced world. It's always go, go, go. When I'm out for a run, it's my time. It's the best way to start your day. Crossing the line of that marathon, it's the biggest reward you can get. I want my customers to achieve their goals and go above and beyond. I'm Nikki Ladegi, and I'm one of the running experts at Shields.
Shields, when it comes to gear and expert advice, we're right there with you in Bismarck, Minot, Grand Forks, Fargo, and Moorhead.
Hi, Taro fans. I'm Lana Cochran. When the Toros are on the road, we always stop at Applebee's. They always take care of the Toros, giving us the fuel we need to win away from the Mesa. The boys love to eat there after home games, too. Thanks to Applebee's, when we're on the road, the only thing we're hungry for is a win.
Applebee's 2 for $20. Now that's eating good in the neighborhood.
Hey, look look, it's a bird.
No, is that a plane?
Wait, no,
It's Super Guy.
Can I help you?
I'm here for the IRET Properties Heroes Program, citizen. I'd like to apply to rent one of your properties and receive 10% off my monthly rent.
And I as well, ma'am.
Captain Stars and Stripes? No offense, guys, but the IRET Properties Heroes Program isn't exactly for you. Our Heroes Program honors teachers, nurses, active and retired military personnel, police officers, firefighters, EMTs, and members of the National Guard by offering 10% off their monthly rent.
Not even Bat Dude?
Not even Bat Dude. But IRET has many properties with competitive rent, plus pet-friendly and outdoor pool options. I'd be happy to help you find a property to suit your needs.
That would be super!
Go to IRETapartments.com or call 837-RENT to learn more about the IRET Properties Heroes Program. IRET Properties. This is home.
Hi, Toros fans. I'm Austin Koss. When the Toros get on the bus, the first stop is always at Applebee's. Whether it's Jamestown, Fargo, or Grand Forks, the Toros always get a good meal. The boys like Applebee's so much we eat at the Minot location too. Thanks to Applebee's, when we're on the road, the only thing we're hungry for is a win.
Applebee's 2 for $20. Now that's eating good in the neighborhood.
It's time for Minotauros hockey on the Toros Network, AM 1390 KRRZ and HockeyTV.com. Toros hockey is brought to you by Farmers Union Insurance, Gooseneck Implement, Mattress Firm, Liberty Tax, and Coulter Energy. Now let's go live to the Farmers Union Insurance pregame show with Ken Oda and Brad Burrud.
Welcome inside the Pepsi rink at Mesa Arena. As the big voice said, I'm Ken Oda. Brad Burrud is alongside. Brad, Toro's got to win in the home opener. You can't really ask for anything more than that if you're a Toro fan.
No, last night kind of got off to a little bit of a sluggish start, but looked really good in the later part of the second period and really good in the third period and came out with that 4-2 win. It's important to get off to a good start at home.
The Brown Bears, certainly not the weak team that we're used to seeing in the past few years.
No, Kenai's been impressive this year. They're 3-4, and they gave Minot quite a test last night, and I expect the same from them tonight.
Their power play has been dominant. It continued to be dominant last night. The Toros did a pretty good job against the Kill, but still gave up a power play marker, and the Brown Bears got a few extra chances late in that one.
It's not often you see a power play clicking at 57.1%. And, oftentimes at the beginning of the year, you'd look and say, well, they've only had 6 power plays. But I believe they're at like 21 power plays. So that's pretty impressive 7 games in for them.
Especially, 7 games in. It's not like this is a short run. If you had a 7-game streak in the middle of the season, everyone would be talking about how strong your power play is. And it's been, like I said, dominant.
And on the bright side, too, Minot's power play has been good this year, too, running at 30%. And if you talk about previous years, that's kind of been a struggle point for the Toros. And this year they're running at 30% so far. So, boy, we got to be happy with that.
The power play, not the only thing that's been good for the Brown Bears. They've been strong shorthanded. The Toros didn't get any power play goals last night. But fortunately, and you hate to say it this way, but the kill's been so good for Kenai. Fortunately for the Toros, they didn't give up any shorthanded goals either. The Bears have, I believe, 3 already so far in the season.
Yeah, I mean, they're definitely a threat shorthanded when you have the power forwards that they have up front that can wheel and pick off those passes. They've been able to put some in shorthanded, so that's always a scare.
What else are you looking for now? Everyone's got the first game jitters out of the way, everything else. What are you looking for now tonight from the Toros?
Well, I think we just got to redo what we did last night. We had good net front presence last night. We got some gritty goals in front of the net, and that's what's going to win you hockey games. Most goals are scored 5 feet out, and I think that's more of what we need to see tonight from the Toros.
All right, that'll do it here for the Farmers Union Insurance pregame show. We're going to take a commercial break. We'll be back with the pregame festivities here on the Minotauros Network.
Hi, Toro fans. I'm Eric Dahl. When the Toros are on the road, we always stop at Applebee's. They always take care of the Toros, giving us the fuel we need to win away from the Mesa. The boys love to eat there after home games, too. Thanks to Applebee's, when we're on the road, the only thing we're hungry for is a win.
Applebee's 2 for $20. Now that's eating good in the neighborhood.
Welcome back to the Pepsi
Are you
Arena.
ready for Minotauros?
And it looks like we're going to get going with the player introductions for tonight, and we're just about ready to drop the puck. Let's take it to the PA address announcer.
This is wartime, this is our time, we will be denied. Feed the fire that is raging inside. This is go time, this is show time, we will fight till their wills are broken. This is game time and insane time, and demand is high. Shove a strength that just can't be defied. Find the power to devour, let the beast inside now be broken. In this world, only the strong will survive. Hear the roar and you will know you're alive. Feel the energy build in your soul. 'Cause it's time. In the calm before the storm, another legend will be born. Another battle will be won. We will rise. Heed the call of confrontation. Today we feed on domination. Secure a legacy that will never die. Be raw motion, pure devotion, they will testify. And I'm married with the door roll time. Never hiding, no dividing, let them witness us move as one now. Show no mercy, let the world see we're invincible. Show them nothing is beyond our control. Take it higher, our desire will determine what we become now. Are you ready for the test of your life? See the fear bleeding right through their eyes. Feel the energy build in your soul. 'Cause it's time. Heed the call of confrontation. Today we feed on domination. Secure a legacy that will never die. Be here for
the base keeps running.
All right, welcome to the ice, your Minotauros.
In this context, there's no disrespect, so when I bust my rhyme, you break your neck. We got 5 minutes for us to disconnect from all intellect and let the rhythm affect. You lose your inhibition, follow your intuition, free your inner soul, and break away from tradition. 'Cause when we be out, girl, it's bullet me out. You wouldn't believe how we wow.
It's time to meet your Planet Pizza Minotauros starting lineup. In goal from Kuopio, Finland, wearing sweater number 35, Samu Lonkila. On defense from Blaine, Minnesota, wearing sweater number 3, Lincoln Earn. On the other defense from Burnsville, Minnesota, your assistant captain number 4, Nolan Sawchuk. On left wing from Cocato, Minnesota, wearing sweater number 24, David Reisanen. And at center from East Grand Forks, Minnesota, number 9, Grant Lovin. On right wing from Grand Rapids, Minnesota, your captain, number 8, Alex Adam. The Toros, Kevin's Auto Body, and N83 Fireworks honorary captain of the game is Austin Meyer. Toros fans, at this time we ask that you please rise and remove all headgear for the playing of the Star Spangled Banner.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through that night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
With the pregame festivities just about out of the way, we're almost ready to go here in the Magic City. Brad, a little bit smoother intro today.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to get, every night gets a little bit better. There's a lot going on here in a short period of time.
I believe it's the same officiating crew as last night as well.
Yep, it is.
Unfortunately, are the Toros going to start short-handed?
Yeah, it looks like they're going to be starting short-handed. They had a guy cross the red line during introductions or warm-ups or something. And
it would be during warm-ups.
It's one of those ticky-tacky things that oftentimes you don't see get called. But I guess
the Toros have 5
tonight.
out. The Toros have 5 guys on the ice. It's the starters.
So I'm not, I think Coach Murray just put 5 out, just like.
So now they are explaining it. The Toros will start short-handed.
So on this one, Ken, can they send anybody to the penalty box?
No, it has to be the player who crossed. So it'll be Gansky, and the Toros will start short-handed.
I don't know that I've seen this called before, Ken.
I have, and it's something we specifically talked to the players about.
We
I know
did.
because I had the conversation in Bismarck
Me
during
and
the
you
preseason
were down there
game.
during the preseason game and noticed it happen on a couple occasions and went and had the discussion. In defense of Gansky, he wasn't here in the preseason.
That's true, yes. So the Toros start short-handed. And it's that dangerous power play we talked about in the pregame show that gets a shot right off the bat. And a linesman, McNamara, just
got dumped by
down,
the Kenai player.
Starting up ice on the near side, Reddick. Reddick dumps it into the near side. Out of his net to stop is Lonkala. Lonkala plays it ahead. It's turned over up top. Gillermain gives to McDonald. Shot to the near side. Gillermain plays it back to the point. McDonald, did he hold the line? He did. Garcia across. One-timer save made. Rebound hacked at. Still loose. Follow-up try, and that one is in. And that ever-dangerous power play for Kenai strikes again just 48 seconds into this one.
Gil Garcia, number 18, is going to get that. It's his 7th on the year in just their 8th game, and he's 6th in scoring in the North American Hockey League, second amongst rookies. He has definitely been hot this season and hot this weekend so far. Well, that's a tough way to start. Just not even a minute in, we're down 1-0 on a shorthand or on a power play goal by Kenai.
That is a tough call, and not to pick on our penalty box guys, Brad, but it looked like the officials forgot. Yeah. Now who's puck in front? And they were asking the penalty box why the doors were still open.
Yeah, if the referees forget, then they forget.
Yeah. I mean, I'm all for our penalty box guys being honest and playing it fair, but
just maybe not that fair.
Yeah. Played down the wall. This is Cochran in behind. Left for Talbot. Played back to neutral ice. And comes across for McGinnis. McGinnis, cross corner dump. Chasing after it is Lund. It looks like the Toros got everyone in the lineup this weekend except for Spencer Kimball, the only player to be scratched both nights.
Yeah, 4 new guys in, four out.
Not something you often see after a win. Green in for Koss.
I was a little surprised, and
I don't know that it had as much to do with the way anyone played yesterday as much as it did. A lot of these guys' families make the trip for the opening weekend.
Well, and I also think we got to get it pared down a little bit more too, Ken.
You do. We do have a few too many bodies in town as this is rolled over to the far side. Lund in front. Koss touches. Green had it in his skates. Now he's tied up. Koss steps in as well, but the Bears control, and they'll go the other way. Radek has it taken away by Lund, who chips it into the zone. Toros mostly peel off to change, except for Ryan Green, who stays up. Pressure now coming. Sheehan, another one of the new guys in the lineup tonight, but it's swept over to the far side. Controlled there by Eastitz. Eastitz ahead. Griebenau rolls it in. Wonkala unable to stop that. Near side. They continue to dig, and it's eventually found by Lance. Lance turns back away, continues to spin away from pressure. Plays ahead. It finds Sheehan. Sheehan delays, waiting for help. Now he drops back to the defender group. Long shot from Earn gets tipped up and over. Near side, McGinnis pinches down. This is Wade walking in. Wires, save made by Lonkala with the glove. That one popped in and out of the leather, and it's back out to neutral ice. Going both ways so far this weekend, Brad. To me, it feels like I've seen a lot of elbows get up.
Yeah, it has. Not too many high sticks, but quite a few elbows. You think slashes are down or up?
Probably about even.
About even, yep.
Yeah. Loose puck in the slot. Loven can't settle it down. Now it's hacked on net. Saved by Lonkala. Unable to turn with it is Loven. Loven carries ahead along the far side wall. Gains the line. Now he looks to cut in. Loven across, and he can't quite tuck it home. He beat the goaltender to the near post. He just couldn't finish.
Similar to the one he scored last night.
Talking with Marty Murray in the office about that one earlier today, he flat out just called it a man's goal.
It was, and that's one you don't see as often as you'd think you maybe would at this level, and he did. He just took charge, and it was a man's goal.
Just put his shoulder down, turned the corner on the defender, and bowled his way to the net.
He actually put it in one-handed last night. It was an impressive goal.
Loven on this draw, he's tied up. This is Rysinen. Glass and out. Dumped right back in. I believe it hit linesman Casey Lang. Adams able to corral. The Toro captain plays back to the defense. McGinnis right back to Adams. Adams spins off a check and plays for Reisman, but it's picked off, carried into the zone. Long shot. That one's blocked. This is Adams. Chips it in behind the Toro net, leaves it there for Colby Enns. Enns comes across. That missed the intended target, but it finds Adams on the far side wall. He comes across for Reisman, who spins as he gathers and gains the line on the near side. Reisman puts it on net, but it's sticked up off the glass. Follow-up try. That one goes wide. Colby Enns is unable to hold this one in. So the Toros will regroup in neutral ice. He leaves for Reisman on the near side wall at the red line. Touched ahead for Landon Cochran. Cochran gains the line. He's got Adams with him. Cochran trying to bull his way to the front. He's forced in behind. Puts it in front. No one home for the Toros. Late getting there was Miroslav Muha. Muha gets this in the neutral zone at the red line. Plays back to the Toro D. It's Gansky getting his first shift of the game. Plays ahead. Touched into the offensive zone, but Cochran couldn't settle it down. Muha finds it on the near wall, but he overskates. And the Bears take over. Near side wall. Muha digs that puck free. Plays down the wall for Talbot, but it's taken away by the Frenchman, Sasha Guillemain. Guillemain can't settle that down. It's back to the Toros defense. They go D-to-D in their own zone. Carried ahead now by Gansky along the near side wall. Plays ahead. It misses Muha, and it's played by Weeks. Guillemain gathers this in. Guillemain ahead, right around Talbot. Now he leaves off to the near side. Reddick, but it's behind him. Collision on the near side wall. Reddick digs the puck out. Green finds it. Green for Talbot. Talbot back across for Muha. Muha gains the line on the near side. Plays into the middle. That one by Green goes wide of the cage. And now the referee, Babcock, just took down Wade, I believe, who is slow getting up.
We've had a lot of player officials running into each other this weekend. I think that's the third or fourth time we've seen it.
That shouldn't be icing. The Kenai player could have touched it coming off the bench. It would have been too many men. But that's not an excuse to wave off an icing.
Absolutely not. Kind of a weird start to the game tonight when you get a power play like that to start the game. And, we talked about lack of flow last night. And it seems like, a good pace to this period, but also kind of choppy through the neutral zone.
Puck controlled by the Toros off the draw. This is Green ahead into the zone. Back out to neutral ice, Sawchuk. Dumped into the near side corner. Bears control. Up top, long shot. That one's blocked. Comes to the near side wall. Carried ahead by Sawchuk on the near side. Dumped into the zone. That one's shot on. Where is it? It's underneath the leg pad.
He's got it squeezed up against the side of the net. As Lund was right on the doorstep there trying to bang that in.
Draw will be to the right.
Brown, Sheehan, and Lance out there for the Toros. McInnes and Enns on defense. Lance steps in for the draw. Back to McInnes. McInnes shot into the corner just wide. Grounds heads into the corner to battle a Kenai player. They regroup and come out of the zone.
This is ahead. Lance. Lost the handle. Kaplan ends into the zone. They dig behind the net. Sheehan. Ahead finds Grounds. Grounds carries it along the near side wall. Long shot, save made. Grounds can't put it home after he dug the rebound out.
Boy, Bo dug that right out of the goalie's glove, it looked like.
Yeah.
But he tipped it right in front of the net before it got to Kenai's goaltender, Gavin Enright. And that was a point-blank chance for Grounds.
Draw will be to the left of Gavin Enright. Long shot blocked off by traffic. It comes to the near side. This one will be carried ahead by Reddick. Reddick tries a shot blocker save by Lonkila. Rebound Guillemain down the far side. Plays down the wall. Lovin hacks at it. Adams pokes as well, but he can't quite get there, and it comes to the near side for McGinnis. McGinnis delays. Now will plays across to Enns. Enns looks to walk in. Enns gains the line on the near side. Colby Enns, backhand try. That goes up and over the cage. far side. Adams plays back down into the corner. Unable to stop was Loven. Loven leaned on, tied up in behind the net. Carried ahead, poked at. Long shot. That one skips wide of the cage. This is Mark. Controlled by Mark. Near side in the Brown Bears zone. Played a head out to neutral ice. Muhan Grebo tie up. Wade is there. He digs it out. Played ahead to the red line. Gansky touches. Muha bouncing puck. Loose puck. Muha pokes at it. No one able to settle it down. That hits a Brown Bear player standing by the bench. Flipped ahead.
I guess they're going to say that hit a Kenai player in the bench, but boy, turnover after turnover after turnover.
How does the linesman make that call? He bent down to avoid getting hit. It was over his head if it did hit anyone on the bench.
We'll take it, though.
Yeah.
Face-off goes into Kenai zone to the glove hand side of Enright, but yeah, I agree with you.
Controlled on the far side by Posner. He rolls it into the zone. Banked ahead, Koss. Koss sweeps it over to the far side and Lund. Lund holds. Dangles through. Lund tries a shot that finds glass.
I think he surprised himself a little bit there, how much room he actually had after he dangled through a couple players.
Koss working. Plays down the wall for Green. Green tries to go to Lund. Lund had trouble gloving it down. Now he gets tied up. This is Green. Back up top. McGinnis shot tip on net, but a save made by Enright. 9:56.
Coach Murray goes with Grounds, Lance, and Sheehan after the media timeout.
We've got a media timeout. We'll keep it here, though.
Shots this far, Ken, 6-6.
Paradiso giving out burrito boxes here. How come they never pick the press box as the winning section, Brad?
I don't know. I see you have cookies, but I don't have any cookies.
Yeah. A fan handed me some cookies walking by.
The Turtles would also like to wish our very own honorary captain a happy 26th birthday tomorrow.
No, they're announcing birthdays and stuff, and I just noticed it's Miro's birthday tonight.
It is Miro's birthday.
I interviewed him before the game, and we'll listen to that during the first period. But before I interviewed him, I didn't know it was his birthday, and he didn't tell me. We're just going to call a unfair draw.
Draw eventually controlled by the Bears. Wrapped around to the far side by Fedoruk.
Sheehan looks to take a stick in the face there.
Passes ahead. Grounds touches for Lance, but it's back out to neutral ice. Hansen carries it back into his own zone. Bears start ahead along the far side. It's off the mark, and this will go for icing. Toros easily win that race.
Well, that's one thing I've noticed a lot. Kenai actually will send a player and force the Toros defense back into the play, trying to create those odd man rushes for Kenai. Toros Loven in for the faceoff, wins it back to McInnes. McInnes over to Enns. Enns fires a shot into the belly of Kenai goaltender Gavin Enright. Will face off to his glove hand side. Shot 7-6 in favor of the Toros now, and what's been a real back and forth first period. A little bit more flow than last night, and both teams have had a couple scoring chances. Just one in the net now for Kenai with a power play goal just 1 minute into the game. Radcliffe outside of the zone, tips it up forward to Glubman. And steals that and pops it forward to Adams in the neutral zone. Adams up to Ryson over to Loven. Shot by Loven wide.
It'll ring around to the near side. Gansky. Ahead. Adams. He's tied up. They scrum 2-by-2 in the corner. Adams takes it out, tries to play it back to the point in Gansky, and Gansky probably just got away with interference.
Gansky had a slashing call against him last night, and it's one thing we need to worry about a little bit is discipline and making sure we don't take penalties with Kenai being so potent on that power play.
Here is Miroslav Mucha, the birthday boy. Plays around a man, gets it back with a nifty feed in front, but Talbot couldn't tip it home. That was a nice rush by Miro.
Miro's looked good this weekend, a little jump in his step. We were talking before the game about his point totals with Miro's at 4 points in 5 games. So off to a good start.
Shot blocked in front by Mark, and then a second try gets through Mark, but it's gobbled up.
Boy, it looked like it was in Lankala's legs and maybe trickling behind him, and some pushing and shoving is it's like maybe Mark in there for the Toros.
Yeah, Mark. But it looks like they'll all go unwhistled.
Good crowd here tonight, Ken.
It is a little bit more full, of course. The high school football game last night pulled away from us. Also now the third day of the rodeo, so still have a lot of fans checking out that event that's big in town every October. D-to-D for the Bears off the draw. Long shot that's gloved and held by Lankala. And now Cochran and a player tied up. That is Spethman.
I haven't seen a lot of stuff after the whistle this weekend, and that usually goes hand in hand with an interdivisional opponent where you don't see him so often. You don't develop that hatred.
Yeah, it's, to be honest, I wish we played more out-of-division games. I get sick of seeing Aberdeen and Bismarck. Well, I don't really, that one goes on net, up and over. Players tied up, but
I'll go back and forth on that, Ken. I agree to a point, but boy, there's nothing better than getting ready for a game against Bismarck at home.
I say Bismarck I probably don't get sick of, but everyone else, I don't need to see Brookings 12 times his cost on the rush. Shot gloved and held.
No, I think a lot of that's the financial aspect of it, and I don't know that there's any way we're going to get away from that in junior hockey, but I agree with you. It's nice to see different teams come through here. It'd be fun to see a Janesville or a Springfield or a team like that come into our barn.
The draw will be to the right of Enright. Draw controlled by Fedoric. He wraps it around to the far side, unable to hold it. The line was earned. Sawchuk has to get on his horse and get back after it, and he does win that race.
He barely won that race. He looked like he was skating in quicksand there for a second. He kind of lost an edge there and had to regroup.
I don't know that he realized how close.
Oh, it looked like right on the blue line. His one skate kind of slipped out a little bit and was like, oh boy. And ended up being a lot closer than I expected it to be.
Draw to the left of Enright. Bears control. Bears have been dominating faceoffs, it feels like, at least.
Yeah, they dominated last night too.
This is Weeks. Weeks ahead. Carried into the zone by Klakota. Klakota moves off to the far side. Turnaround try, that's off the mark. Touched ahead. 2-on-1 if they hurry, but Green fell down. Koss gathers it up. 3-on-2 now as the Toros hit the line. Koss shot, that one soaked up.
Right into the belly of Enright. Easy save for the Kenai goaltender. And we'll face off to his glove hand side. Shots 9-8, Ken. Kind of a back and forth period.
It has been. It seemed like last night. It just
a lot of choppy stuff in the neutral zone.
And again, I don't know if that's just early season. Not as much preseason for the NA guys as there are in the NHL, where they play, I think, 8 preseason games now. So there's a long stretch pass. Reddick through the neutral zone cleanly. Works on McGinnis. Puts one up and off the glass. The rebound carries all the way back to the Kenai zone. You know, a lot of these teams only play 1 or 2 games. The Toros get 2 real games and a couple of scrimmages with a USHL team. So they dig in behind the Toro net.
It's also tough when you're carrying extra guys in your roster and stuff like that, and you have more player change from night to night.
Grounds touches ahead but not out. Back into the middle, it'll roll on net, and Wankala will cover.
The Toros would like to thank Dr. Don Madden and the Trinity Sports Medicine staff for their continued support of the Toros in all tournament hockey.
Draw to the right of Wankala. Won again by Kenai. Gansky goes off to the far side. Mark Hex at it as well.
Oh, some stick. Gansky getting into it with Gebron.
Toros fans, be sure to check out the silent auction.
Sorry, Grabenow.
Area Community Foundation Community Room.
Just as we say, there hasn't been much stuff after the whistle. We get some pushing and shoving, so Loven will step in to take the draw. He wins it back to Gansky. Gansky in the corner, chips up to Rysanen. Rysanen up to Adams as he crosses the blue through the neutral zone.
Adams now hits the brakes.
Loven circles and fires it a little high and wide. Gansky keeps it in at the blue line. In around the net to Rysanen.
Rysanen leaves for Adams. Make that Loven. 9, not 8. D to D, that's broken up. Gansky into the zone, leaves for Adams. Adams, his shot hits a leg. And bounces out to neutral ice where Sawchuk gathers, rolls it into the zone. Cochran gives chase. McDonald's on it. Loose puck. Fired back to the point where Earn will bring it through traffic, but it's gloved and held by Enright.
Enright's done a good job tonight. He scores up for the puck real well and fighting through traffic to make those saves.
His numbers were not super impressive coming in.
No, they weren't. Enright was a 8.78 save percentage, 5.49 goals against average, and 0 wins, 2 losses. So, yeah, he has had a little bit of a struggle to start the season, but looks good tonight.
Puck into the slot, but Talbot was on his backhand. Couldn't do anything with it. Bears look to counterattack. Thrown in front, one-time try. That one's blocked off.
Were you surprised with Coach Murray going back to Lonkala tonight?
Not really. I thought he played well last night.
I did too.
You know, there's something to be said for getting both goaltenders action here at home, but again, Toros in second place in the division after leaving the showcase in first, but getting past. A chance tonight with some help to pass Brookings and take first place back, and now Cochran appeared to get away with a trip. Muha on the far side, Lund. Holding. Shot, that's blocked off a leg and out of play. But
yeah, no, I think he earned his spot back. I think he earned the net tonight with a good play last night. So I kind of thought maybe he'd get both guys in at home, but I think Lonkala did earn a spot.
The draw will be to the right. Ben Wright. Shots on goal are 11 to 10 in favor of the Toros, but it's Kenai with the power play goal that came just 48 seconds in that has the lead. Swept around to the near side. Touched ahead. Kaplan has his pocket picked by Koss. Koss will look to turn and burn into the zone. He gathers along the far side wall. A backhand try. That's Koss's third shot on net already here in the period. This is Lund. Hangs back to the point. Long shot. That's blocked. Lund pokes at it, but he can't settle it down. The Bears do. It's Hansen ahead. Nens makes that one ahead. It's off the mark. Lund finds it. Can't clear the zone. Rolled it deep through the Brown Bears, but Colby Enns is on it. Ends for McGinnis. McGinnis right back to Ends. Ends starts up the far side, leaves off Lund. Lund looks to walk in. He gains the line. No, he does not. That was awfully close. Seemed like the puck just wouldn't come with him, and it forced him to regather.
I've been impressed with Lund in the games he's been in. He's a smaller stature player, but boy, he's really shifty and can really stick handle through traffic really, really well. He's got a lot of good shots this period already.
He has looked good in limited action. This is Lance. I mean, I don't think the plan was ever to have this many bodies sticking around, but really no one's played themselves off this roster.
Which is a good thing.
Yes.
But still, decisions need to be made.
Gansky with a shot in and out of the glove. Puck comes around to the near side. Brandon Mark down the wall. Kept it well. Comes back to him. This one he can't keep. It's a race the other way. Radek chased down nicely by Mark, who then buries him in the corner. Gansky comes across for Lance. Nice gather by Lance. That pass was behind him. Hits the line, plays in the middle for Sheehan. That was off the mark. I don't know that that's a pass that should have been made. Carried ahead into the zone. Wade shot. That one's fought off awkwardly by Lankala. The Toros control. Sawchuk just throws it to the open wing and rolls back to the Brown Bear blue line, where it's played by Weeks ahead for Grebenau. That was off the mark. Lankala guides it around to the near side. Lance ahead, not out. Fedoruk gloved it down, and now Grounds lights him up.
And Wade comes in, and boy, the sticks are flying now.
Apparently, I didn't hear a whistle either, but apparently that
hit. Wade, Grounds is going back after Wade. Just stay clear, Grounds. You're not getting a penalty, so.
Yeah.
Get out of there. You're going to get a power play out of this.
Apparently, they said that was not kept in the zone, and a whistle went. I didn't hear it.
I can't say I did either. And
the Grounds certainly didn't, as he just ran over.
Kenai's coach is very upset at this call. And you know what? I would be too. I mean, Grounds was slashing and hitting too after the whistle, so I don't know how you don't take both of them.
And it all started because Grounds hit a guy after a whistle. So the Toros go to the power play. 2 minutes for roughing.
Toros power play click along at 30%. Kenai's penalty kill 68.4. They're 20th in the league in the penalty kill.
So Carter Wade goes for roughing. And the Toros to the power play with 1:44. So if they don't score before the horn, 16 seconds will carry over. It's not a lot of time to do much at the start of the period. Toros control off the draw. This is Ern. Ern shot, save made through a heck of a screen there. Rysonen.
Boy, I'm not sure how Enright saw that one, but he was right there, equal to the task, and made a big save.
Rysonen is 6'4", 221, and he's tied up with Weeks, who is 6'3", 210. That's a lot of hockey player in front creating that screen.
I sure like having Rysonen in front on the power play. I think that's going to really help us this year.
Sawchuk and Ern up top. Now it's Loven top of the far circle. His shot's blocked. Far side, it's cleared. Puck controlled by the Toros. Played ahead. Apparently that was offside, I think is the call. Draw will be back in neutral. Toros stay with the Loven line in front of Ern and Sawchuk. Bouncing puck. Ern can't find it, and it's sent the length. Bounces on net where Lankala is forced to stop. 1:05 left to go in period number one. Power play will carry over to the second if the Toros don't score before the horn. Sawchuk ahead for Rysonen. Rysonen rolls it deep. Adams races after, but he's beat to the puck. Loven frees it up. Adams can't stop it. Glass and Ern can't stop it either. He has to regain his feet, and he does play that well.
He's going to get an interference call. He lost control there, and he had to take Grebenau down, or he's going to get a breakaway. And, one of those penalties you have to take.
Again,
that'll negate 58 seconds of power play for the Toros, and Kenai will have a minute, too, at the backside of the 4-on-4 action.
So, interference, the penalty. Drawn to the left of Lankala as we go 4-on-4 for the rest of the period. Reddick down the wall. The Toros did have a 4-on-4 goal last night.
Seemed like we played the whole third period 4-on-4, didn't it?
It did. This is Talbot ahead. Muha lost the handle. Talbot tries to kick to the stick as he spins. Gets help from Muha. Miro turning, plays down the wall for Talbot, but it's cut off before it got there. Miro got it back, gives to Talbot. Talbot looks to walk in, can't get by the defender, and the Brown Bears control. Taken back by Miro, 2, and he can't pull the trigger, and then he gets dumped down. End of 1. Toros trail by 1. We will take a break here. Be back with the Gooseneck Implement Intermission Report after these messages here on the Toros Network.
Hi, Toro fans. I'm Eric Dahl. When the Toros are on the road, we always stop at Applebee's. They always take care of the Toros, giving us the fuel we need to win away from the Mesa. The boys love to eat there after home games, too. Thanks to Applebee's, when we're on the road, the only thing we're hungry for is a win.
Applebee's 2 for $20. Now that's eating good in the neighborhood.
The sinister cries haunted Mary through the night. Dawn neared, and still the voice tormented her. She ran towards the safety of her car, flung open the door, and a coyote had somehow gotten locked inside. But the damaged interior was covered, thanks to Farmers Insurance. Coyote Carpool, August 1st, 2015. Talk to a Farmers agent. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Call me, Miranda Schuler, your local Farmers agent at 701-838-8144.
Throughout the areas we serve, First International Bank and Trust employees are actively involved in helping our customers and communities grow. This is Kevin Vigestead from First International Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Whether it's coaching a Little League team, leading through involvement with nonprofit organizations, or a proud Beaver booster, know that all of us at First International Bank and Trust are committed to giving back to the places where we live and work.
Your hands are a vital part of who you are, how you work, play, even how you communicate. When injury or illness strikes, the hand team at Trinity Health will be there to help restore full functionality. We specialize in surgical repairs, hand reconstruction, non-surgical interventions, and occupational therapies. Don't let damage or disorder take away your hands. See the hand team at Trinity Health. Trinity Health, reinventing health.
All in one place. You can get a fabulous coffee, the best burger in town. Arrange a meeting for up to 30 people and begin your next trip, whether business or vacation. It's Minot's newest, most architecturally beautiful, versatile structure, the Minot International Airport. The Trestle Tap House and Cafe with Caribou Coffee and customizable meeting spaces are just a couple of the amenities offered. The Minot International Airport. See the world from home.
Welcome back inside the Pepsi rink at Mesa Arena. Before we get into the normal Gooseneck Implement Intermission Report, take a minute. Brad, I know you know Andrew Goodmanson. He's a Toro fan, a Minot native, and he was wounded in Las Vegas during the tragedy there earlier this week. We have a silent auction that is just blown me away, Brad. We've had, I don't know how many, your local business, the Carpet Garage, and OK Automotive, and about 30 other businesses have donated things for this auction. Some of Brent Wilson, a Toros, just a big Toros fan, saw we were doing this. He donated a Bobby Hull autographed puck to this. I mean, the Toros community has been outstanding with this, and they've come together, donated all of these, and we've got the silent auction going tonight. And for fans listening on the radio here, 1390 AM in Minot, there will be another item, a Nolan Sawchuk signed game-worn jersey that will be going up on Dash for fans who couldn't make it here tonight to get a chance to bid and help raise money for Goody. And Brad, you know Goody better than I do. Just talk a little bit about what Goody means to this community.
Oh, you know, he's been a great guy and a guy we all care about. And, it's an unfortunate situation. And it's affected so many families in this country. And, it hits home when you know a lot of people there, and it was a scary event that night. And Goody is in the hospital still in Vegas, and he's on his 4th surgery, and having his ups and downs. And we're hoping this week we get some more and more good news every day. And it's wonderful to see all the business in this community and the individuals in this community step up and do wonderful donations to raise money to help him out and to help with some of the expenses he's going to incur over the long recovery that he faces.
And again, I can't say enough about the Toro community and the way everyone here in Minot stepped up, not just the Toro community, but the city as a whole. I mean, it's really, as someone who's not native to this city, having moved here and seeing when tragedy strikes, whether it's someone local or someone far away. I know just during the hurricanes, another Toro fan, Eric Loken, he rented a U-Haul, loaded it up, and they filled the thing with water and food and drove down there from here. It's amazing what a caring community Minot really is.
It is. We're tight now. We went through some things. Not many communities have went through what Minot has went through with the floods and the various things, and it pulls communities together, and this is just one more thing that this community has pulled together on. You hate to have anybody get shot, but boy, you sure hate to have one of your friends and fans and partners.
All right, well, we'll take a break here and be back with the Gooseneck Implement Intermission Report after these messages here on the Minotauros Network.
We've been thinking, a championship team is not born, it's developed through precision and execution. There are a lot of teams, but only one champion. At Ryan GMC Buick Cadillac, we get that. Precision matters every time. A lot of places sell cars, but only one is professional grade. Performing to the highest standard to be your dealership of choice. Ryan GMC Buick Cadillac.
We live in such a fast-paced world. It's always go, go, go. When I'm out for a run, it's my time. It's the best way to start your day. Crossing the line of that marathon, it's the biggest reward you can get. I want my customers to achieve their goals and go above and beyond. I'm Nikki Ladegi, and I'm one of the running experts at Shields.
Shields, when it comes to gear and expert advice, we're right there with you in Bismarck, Minot, Grand Forks, Fargo, and Moorhead.
Hi, Taro fans. I'm Lana Cochran. When the Taros are on the road, we always stop at Applebee's. They always take care of the Taros, giving us the fuel we need to win away from the Mesa. The boys love to eat there after home games, too. Thanks to Applebee's, when we're on the road, the only thing we're hungry for is a win.
Applebee's 2 for $20. Now that's eating good in the neighborhood.
Hey, look, it's a bird.
No, is that a plane?
Wait, no,
It's Super Guy.
Can I help you?
I'm here for the IRET Properties Heroes Program, citizen. I'd like to apply to rent one of your properties and receive 10% off my monthly rent.
And I as well, ma'am.
Captain Stars and Stripes? No offense, guys, but the IRET Properties Heroes Program isn't exactly for you. Our Heroes Program honors teachers, nurses, active and retired military personnel, police officers, firefighters, EMTs, and members of the National Guard by offering 10% off their monthly rent.
Not even Bat Dude?
Not even Bat Dude. But IRET has many properties with competitive rent, plus pet-friendly and outdoor pool options. I'd be happy to help you find a property to suit your needs.
That would be super!
Go to IRETapartments.com or call 837-RENT to learn more about the IRET Properties Heroes Program. IRET Properties. This is home.
Welcome back inside the Pepsi rink at Mesa Arena. You've got the Toros Network 1390 KRRZ. And Brad, that was a little bit different period in the sense that it's not often you see a team start a game shorthanded.
Ken, I don't know that I've actually ever seen it, but in a live game. I mean, I've seen it on TV before in certain situations, and now that I say that, I remember back when I coached Bantams, we started a game shorthanded too. But it's one of those situations you don't see very often. It's a tough way for Lonkala to face a power play right away, and Kenai was able to bury one, and it's put Minot in a hole here a little bit.
And again, we talked about it in the pregame. if there's a power play you're going to see, this is not the one you want to give a chance right off the drop.
No, you look at the percentage, and the clip that they're running on is just astronomical and unheard of. And it's got to cool off here, and I just hope it cools off the rest of this game because it's crazy the percentage they're running at.
If not the rest of this game, hopefully it's cooled off by the time we go up there in November.
Well, we actually want it to be good, though, because next weekend they're in Bismarck.
This is true, yes.
We want Keenan to play our rivals tough.
And Toros fans know Bismarck will certainly not keep you away from your power play. They'll give you plenty of opportunities.
They usually do.
We'll take a look at the out-of-town board now. It's the Northeast Generals over the Johnstown Tomahawks 4-0. Springfield trials Fairbanks 3-1. That is late in the third. Oh, that Northeast score, that was final. End of the second, it's the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Knights 4, the Philadelphia Rebels 3. The Magicians lead the Chill 2-1. That's halfway through the second. Also halfway through the second, the Corpus Christi Ice Rays have a 1-0 lead on the Amarillo Bulls. Scoreless in Austin, the Jets and Bruins. That one's halfway through the second. Bismarck, a 2-0 lead on the Minnesota Wilderness. That one also midway through the second. End of one, Lone Star 1, Topeka 0. Just starting the second period, Odessa and Shreveport are scoreless. That Mudbugs team we saw on day one of the showcase, that's a strong team as well.
Yeah, I was really impressed with them, and that's actually the Toros' only regulation loss this year, and they are an interesting team, and they're a big physical team, and very impressive.
The Aberdeen Wings have a 2-1 lead on Brookings with 15:10 to play in the second. So if the Aberdeen Wings can hold on to that, the Toros and Wings would be tied for first place. I know it's early in the season, so you don't do a ton of standings watching, but any time of the year, you'd rather be on top of the chart than the bottom.
I'll tell you what, last year the Toros kind of right from the get-go hopped into first place, and were able to keep it all year. It's easier to play when you're in first.
Yes.
It's rather than have to be in fifth place, and fight your way back into a playoff position. So points are points, whether they're in October or in February. So let's get as many as we can early in the season here and put ourselves in a good position down the stretch to make a strong playoff run this year.
Toros lead trail in this one 1-0. As we mentioned, the only goal to speak of was Gil Garcia. It came on the power play 48 seconds in. Luke Raditek got the assist. Garcia with his 7th goal. Radic with his 5th assist. We'll take a break here. Be back with Miro.
Yeah.
After this commercial break here on the Gooseneck Implement Intermission Report.
Hi, Toros fans. I'm Austin Koss. When the Toros get on the bus, the first stop is always at Applebee's. Whether it's Jamestown, Fargo, or Grand Forks, the Toros always get a good meal. The boys like Applebee's so much we eat at the Minot location too. Thanks to Applebee's, when we're on the road, the only thing we're hungry for is a win.
Applebee's 2 for $20. Now that's eating good in the neighborhood.
I'm here at the year's hottest stag pool party.
Put your antlers up.
Where? Some poor guy's backyard. These stags are bringing down the house. Seriously, deer are ripping holes in the pool cover. They're trampling patio furniture. And all the damage was covered, thanks to Farmers Insurance. Stag Pool Party, October 27th, 2014. Talk to a farmer's agent. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Call me, Miranda Schuler, your local farmer's agent at 701-838-8144.
What's the best birthday party option in town? Toros Hockey. You supply the birthday boy or girl, and the Toros do the rest. Designated party areas and all sorts of perks to make your birthday kid feel special on his or her special day. Kids, it's up to you. Tell your parents or guardian that you want to celebrate your birthday with Tank and the Toros. For more information, call 701-852-0101 or visit MinotaurosHockey.com. Toros Hockey, making your birthday special. Join the charge.
All in one place, you can get a fabulous coffee, the best burger in town. Arrange a meeting for up to 30 people and begin your next trip, whether business or vacation. It's Minot's newest, most architecturally beautiful, versatile structure, the Minot International Airport. The Trestle Tap House and Cafe with Caribou Coffee and customizable meeting spaces are just a couple of the amenities offered. The Minot International Airport. See the world from home.
Welcome back inside the Pepsi Arena. We've got Gooseneck Implement Intermission Report. Actually, we should just run through those, Brad. Let's run us through the NHL board.
We'll go through it quickly. I just happened to pull it up here and some interesting scores. New York Rangers 5 and Tampa Bay 5 after 1. 10 goals in the first period. Midway through the third, Ottawa and Detroit are 0-0.
That's because the Leafs and Rangers scored all the goals for the night.
Evidently. Starting out the third here, about 5 minutes into the third, Tampa Bay is up on Florida 3-2. Midway through the third, the Islanders up on the Sabres 5-2. Pittsburgh rebounding tonight midway through the third, 4-0 on Nashville. At the end of one, Washington up on Montreal 6-1. Ovi with a hat trick, second hat trick in a row. Minnesota, Carolina 3-3 midway through the first. St. Louis, Dallas 3-0 midway through the second. Your Chicago Blackhawks, Ken, are up on Columbus 2-0 after one. And Arizona's up on the Vegas Golden Knights midway through the first 1-0. Later tonight, Edmonton, Vancouver, Philly, Anaheim, Calgary, Winnipeg, San Jose, and LA.
All right, well, as we mentioned before the break, you had a chance to sit down with the birthday boy, Miroslav Muha. We'll let everyone give that a listen now.
With Toros forward Miro Mucha. Big win last night, knocked off Kenai and 4-2. That's a impressive way to start the weekend. You had the second goal tonight. Can you break that down for us?
Yeah, it was a good goal. It was Michael did a good job there, going around the net and finding me right in the middle. So it's kind of easy for me to put it in.
5 games played, 2 goals, 2 assists, 4 points in 5 games. That's a heck of a start to the season. What do you attribute that to?
It's just the hard work, moving my feet, getting in the gritty zones. Shoot the puck, and that's all it takes.
Last season you were with us and were very effective down the stretch for us. So how would you describe your play?
I just kind of try to simplify my game and just go out there and have fun, and like I said, just put the pucks in the net and try to make simple plays.
Coming from Slovakia, you're quite a ways away from home. How is life in Minot?
Actually, I like it a lot. I don't really like living in a big cities and stuff, but I love Minot. It's a great place. It's close to go everywhere, and great fans, everything. I love it here.
Good. Well, we're glad to have you here, and good luck tonight, Miro, and try to pop in another one for us.
Thank you.
Once again, that was Toros forward Miroslav Muha. And Miro, he's from Slovakia, and like pretty much every kid who grew up there, he idolizes one of my favorite players I've ever seen live, Marian Hossa. And obviously there's a talent gap. A guy like Marian Hossa was playing in the NHL at 18. Miro was in the NA. So there's a bit of a talent gap, but I see that emulation in his game. The way he uses his body to protect the puck, how strong he is on the puck.
We saw that midway through the year last year, and he really came on strong at the end of the year and has carried that into this year. But he protects the puck really, really well, and he's strong on his feet. He's hard to knock off. So that, he's really effective in those gritty areas.
He also, I think, was probably the Toros' best player in the postseason last year. Had a couple of goals.
Yeah, I think so too.
That'll do it for the Gooseneck Implement Intermission Report. We're about 3 minutes away from the drop of the puck on period number 2. We'll be back with the drop of the puck after these messages on the Minotauros Network.
Take care of your feet, and they'll take care of you. The foot and ankle specialists at Trinity Health can help with both surgical and non-surgical solutions. So, patients who suffer from foot and ankle-related issues can say, "So long, heel pain. Catch you later, corns. Hasta la vista, hammer toes." Relieve pain now and help prevent future discomfort. Diagnosis and treatment is available today. Trinity Health, reinventing health.
Hi, Taros fans. I'm Lincoln Earn. When the Taros are on the road, we always stop at Applebee's. They always take care of the Taros, giving us the fuel we need to win away from the Mesa. The boys love to eat there after home games, too. Thanks to Applebee's, when we're on the road, the only thing we're hungry for is a win.
Applebee's 2 for $20. Now that's eating good in the neighborhood.
Hello, I'm Steve Funningsland, consumer lender at First Western Bank and Trust and sports enthusiast. Employees at First Western know the importance of teamwork in their day-to-day banking duties to best serve the community. I know the Minot and surrounding area high school and college athletic teams know the importance of teamwork as well. We want to wish all local teams good luck in their athletic endeavors this year. Stay safe on the courts, on the fields, on the rinks, and in the gyms. We look forward to watching you succeed. With familiar faces you know, who know you by name, First Western Bank and Trust, you can bank on us, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back inside the Pepsi rink at Mesa Arena. We get ready to start period number 2. Toros trail 1-0. But they get to start this period even strength for 16 seconds, and then once again that deadly Kenai power play will go back to work with 1 minute and 2 of power play time.
On fresh ice, too, so important that the Toros win that draw or whatever at that point and get it back deep into the zone and keep them out of our end.
So Lincoln Earn goes back to the box for his interference call, and Carter Wade, will go sit for his roughing call. Wade will be released in 16 seconds, and Lincoln Earn in 1 minute and 18, unless Kenai scores. Gillermain going and talking to all of his guys as if he's setting something up right off the draw.
Wins it right back.
So the Brown Bears retreat in their own zone. Ryan Green and Keenan Lund.
We're just going to kill behind their net until they start their power play.
Not the worst idea.
Not at all.
And now the Bears are full strength. Posner gains the line. Looks into the middle. It's blocked off. Garcia and Gillermain in behind. McDonald chops it to the far side. McGinnis over, and he sends it the length.
Boy, he almost hit Green on a breakaway there.
If he had seen it, but I'll never fault a defenseman who's shorthanded from just ripping it.
No, it's better to play safe.
Yeah. Sending the puck 200 feet is never the wrong play. This is down the wall. Posner back in behind. Reddick. Reddick up top. McDonald sweeps down to the far side. Hash marks back up top. McDonald. 13 left on the power play for the Bears. Walk in, shot. It's in. Sasha Gillermain.
And another power play goal for the Kenai River as they actually raise that percentage up. And we talked about that's almost impossible. Well, I guess not.
They were what coming in? 52.7, I think?
57.2.
57.2. I reversed those numbers.
Absolutely incredible number that'll increase. And the Toros find themselves down 2 with another early goal to start a period, and
it takes the emotion out of the building as well.
Well, this is going to be a critical 5 minutes to see how the pushback is.
There's a shot blocked off the stick of Mark, and now going the other way, Hansen. Hansen with a shot for a break. Hansen walks in, wires, that one goes wide. Can the Toros turn it into a 2-on-1? Talbot has Cochran with him. Good job getting back, and now Talbot rips one up and over. It was Gribenow coming back. Rolled into the zone. Cochran in behind. Back in front. That one missed.
That Reitsonen was right there.
Gillermain into the zone. Long shot. That skips wide. Reitsonen far side. His pass hit Cochran in the skates. That allows the Bears to control. 17:43. It's in the middle, bouncing puck, and it kicks wide. Adams over for Sawchuk. Back into the middle. Cochran ahead. Has Adams. Adams into the zone. Backhand feed. It's kicked up off the glass. Weeks on the far side beats Adams and then plays ahead out to the red line where the Toros take over. And drops back to McGinnis. McGinnis ahead, touched into the zone by Adams. Puck rides the kick, played around to the near side corner. Reisenden plays the body, but the puck's ahead along the near side wall. Gillimain, he has the goal that made it 2-0. He puts one in on net. That'll be covered. And then ends, throws Gillimain down.
Gillimain was holding on to Ends' stick, and Ends didn't like that and put him on his backside.
I think that's a good no call by the official. Couple guys just tied up with each other.
Well, I mean, I don't know what Ends is supposed to do there. His guy's not letting go of his stick, too. So it was a two-way street and no call on the play.
Draw will be to the right of Lonkala. Kicked back, McDonald. When's the last time the Toros won a face-off in this game? Long shot saved through traffic. Follow-up try save made, and then a cover by Lonkala.
Lance took a stick in the face. You know, that is something that becomes a worrisome. I mean, you have to win some draws, and I don't feel like we have a guy right now that can win one. And the one guy I do feel like wins the draws for us is Pavel, and he's out of the lineup tonight.
D off the draw again. McDonald with a shot. So much easier when you're not chasing the play from the start. This is McGinnis across. Enns has trouble, but Lance is there to support him. Plays ahead. Sheehan has it bounced off his stick, and then a dump in hit Kaplan, and he was in offside. 16:32 left to play here in period number 2. The Toros trail by a pair. Dumped into the Toros zone. Ahead. Stern plays across to his defense partner. Lund carries into the zone. Lund, a slippery little play again. Now he tried to work it to the front, but Green was tied up. It comes around to the near point mark, plays down the wall. Lund can't stop it. It's in behind Green. Green.
Hand pass.
A hand pass, but it's okay in the defensive zone.
That's right.
This is Spethman in. Big hit on the near side by Austin Koss. Puck's ahead. Green has it. Green gets the legs moving and gains the line on the near side. Looks in for Lund, but it's blocked up and out of play for a whistle. Draw will be to the left of Enright.
Enright hasn't had much pressure on him this period thus far.
He is not. In fact, I don't believe the Toros have recorded a shot on goal this period. They've allowed 4. We're 4 minutes and 18 seconds in. Near side, Miro spins a man down, and the Toros will be shorthanded again.
Miro's going to go off for a holding as he grabbed the skater number 21, Carter Wade, and threw him to the ice.
Holding is the call. So the Toros will be shorthanded.
That was an easy call.
It was. As a move straight out of the WWE. Controlled by Grounds. He looks to go shorthanded. That was a bit of a dive there by Grounds. It goes uncalled. Posner backhand across, and a cover alertly by Lonkala as his defenseman tied that up.
Boys, you know, at this point in time, you almost want to see something after the whistle to create some emotion. I feel like the emotion of the Toros is down right now, and
it is dead in the building right now.
And the momentum was really tilting Kenai's way.
Toros control. This is Grounds. Short-handed opportunity for Grounds. Now he lost the puck waiting for the shot. He looks across. There's no one there. Into the zone.
Good grab by Ans, and his own player knocked him down.
Now it's in front. Loose puck still in the slot. Touched over to the far side. That was off the mark. Back up top. Good read by Loven. Loven has Grounds with him. Grounds into the zone. Loven driving the net. Back for Loven. He put it wide. Now it's loose in front, and Enright able to cover.
Let's get Douglas fans down on your feet.
14:43 left to play in this period. And
minute 8 still to go on Kenai's power play. Will face off in their zone, though. Koss, Lund, Ans, and McInnes out for the Toros.
Enright coming in a .909 save percentage. Not particularly bad, but not particularly good either. He's looked pretty good in the few chances he's had tonight.
He has. He's been very good.
Puck controlled by the Bears. Sorry if our headsets are picking that up. Someone is dragging a chair behind the press box.
Kenai dumps it into the far corner. Out front, crossbar, goal again, and Kenai continues the power play. Goal tally by Spaithman will get that one.
Another power play goal for the Brown Bears.
Well, I don't even think if you're Coach Murray, you got to explain that you need to stay out of the penalty box when you've given Kenai 4 power plays and they're 3 for 4.
And the only one they didn't score on was that abbreviated one that came. Bears ice this one. Draw will be to the right of Enright. Yeah, the power play goals are one thing, and it's troubling that the Kill's struggling so much. But it's a good power play. We knew that coming in. But the lack of anything really going the other way is probably more troubling if you're Toro's bench.
You know, and some of the penalties we've taken have been somewhat undisciplined. I think, you know, the one to start the game just isn't something that should happen, and Miro shouldn't yank that guy down like that.
Especially in the offensive zone.
Yeah, absolutely. We just need to be a little bit more cautious. No, we're going to get another one.
I think this is on Kenai. Penalty coming on Kenai. So the Toros will get their second power play opportunity. So it's 2 minutes for high sticking.
And the Toros power play, which is 0 for 1 and 30% on the season, comes out. Loven, Reisinen, Adams up front for the Toros.
You know, 30% on the power play normally sounds great, but after trying out Kenai being, they've got to be up near 60% now, if not over it.
Over it now.
Quick shot save made, rebound loose, but Loven can't get there.
Well, you hate to say it, Ken, but this is almost a point where it's a must score here in a way.
Sawchuk for Loven, top of the near circle. Loven walks in, wires that shot, hits a leg. The Bears find it. Sawchuk can't quite keep it at the line, and the Toros will have to regroup. It's ahead, Reisinen. Back for Sawchuk. Sawchuk speeds ahead into the zone. The defenseman carries in deep, then plays back to the point, and Earn Carries down the wall. Earn tries to walk in. He's forced in behind. Now he gives up to Lovin. Lovin up top, Sawchuk. Sawchuk leaves off Adams. Back for Sawchuk. Tip, save made. Puck ping-pongs around. Kept by Earn. Earn, blast. That one redirected by traffic wide into the near corner. Swept in behind for Adams. Adams back up top for Sawchuk. Earn leaves off Lovin. Lovin shot from a tough angle. Rysanen tucked it back, but he missed the far post. 52 seconds left on the power play. Lovin. Cross shot, save made. Rysanen can't get there. And finally he's able to get a stick on it, but it's covered. And now we've got a pile of bodies.
Some good chances in there. Rysanen grabbed that rebound and just fired it wide. His body in front of the net makes it difficult, and rebound came right onto his stick and was able to get a decent scoring chance there.
12:06 left to go here in period number 2. 45 ticks left on the power play. Draw will be to the right of Enright. Toros control the draw. Grounds, quick shot. That goes wide. Grounds looks to chase it down. He pokes it free. It never got back to the point, and Colby ends. Wade carries in. This is in behind. Quick pass ahead, finds Grounds. 3-on-2 as the Toros hit the line, but Grounds has his pocket picked, and the Toros will have to chase. 23 seconds left on the power play for the Toros. Call it 20 as Gansky gathers. He starts up ice with 15, and he comes across the near side, and Lance. Lance will gain the line on the near side wall. Taylor Lance carries around behind, shrugs off a check, and then plays over to Talbot. Talbot guides it back to the point and ends. Ends across for Gansky, and apparently did not hold the line. That was a very, very late call by Casey Lang.
I think it actually did slip outside the line.
I thought so too.
But it did take him a while to get that whistle up to his mouth.
Draw will be back in neutral ice in front of the Toro bench. Puck kicks free to the near side, and the Bears are full strength. So the Toros go to 0 for 2 on the power play, while the Bears are 3 for 4. Never a good sign when the other team has more power play goals than you have had power play opportunities. This is Lund. Quickly ahead, finds Green. Green can't beat his man, but plays down the wall. Nope, it's blocked off and forced out to neutral ice. Gansky sweeps across for Mark. Mark across for Green on the near side. Green shot on, save made, rebound loose. Lund couldn't find it, and it's sent on the ice for an icing.
Boy, another rebound kicked right out in the slot there, and Toros just couldn't get a stick on it.
So on the icing, the draw comes back into the offensive zone. I think they wanted to do the media timeout, but you can't do them on an icing. For those fans listening on 1390 tonight, this game is also being broadcast on Beck Sports, statewide on television. Long shot, save made. That one ends up in the tunnel, thankfully, because that one had some heat as it went over the glass.
Ooh, that one was a close one.
And if it doesn't catch that railing and bounce down the tunnel, there's a young woman.
That was close to hitting her in the head, right?
Yes. They battle on the draw, but it's controlled by the Bears and thrown around to the near side. Ends with a good hit on the near side, keeps that puck alive. Thrown wide of the cage, it comes back to the side of the net and a cover. We've got some more pushing and shoving. Talbot tied up with a man. I don't mind that with Talbot. Try and get something going.
Oh, we need to do something
here. This building
here.
is dead.
If it takes a fight or whatever it takes, you got to do something right now at this point, down 3-0. We need to get some momentum going back the Toros' direction. You know, another thing that happens too, when a team has scored 3 power play goals against you, you get hesitant and you play a little bit softer, worried about taking that penalty, and that makes it a little bit more difficult too.
Good stick by Adams, frees that up. He leaves for Lovin. Lovin delays, back in front for Adams. Shot on, save made. Adams was having his stick checked. He couldn't get a lot on that and made it for an easy save for Enright. 50-50 draw, eventually hacked back to the wall. Lovin finds it in the near corner. Lovin trying to bull his way down, but the Bears take over. It'll be carried ahead by Azitis. He dumps it into the far side corner. McGinnis hacks along the wall. Rysanen pinned up there, but he manages to win the battle and play ahead, but it's picked off. Fortunately unable to handle it was Sasha Gumain. Ends from around behind the Toro net. Carries up the near side, then gives to Adams. Adams gains a line on the near side. He plays in the middle for Lovin. Across. The pass was behind Rysanen. Good idea, poor execution.
The referee was sliding on his stomach around the back. Behind the net. I'm sorry.
This is Adams again. Someone needs to sharpen these official skates. I think all three have been on the ice at some point. This is McGinnis. Now he rips one up ice. Adams touches. Lovin hacks. They battle along the wall.
That's a hand pass.
But it was never played by a pair player. Swept around to the far side. Sheehan touches for Grounds. Grounds walled off. Plays back to Sheehan. It hops on him. Sawchuk has to delay or it's too many men. That was great alertness by Sawchuk.
I was going to get after him for not being aggressive and holding the line there, but you're right, it would have been a too many men on the ice.
I got to think someone on the Toro bench was letting him know because he played it as soon as McGinnis was in the bench, but McGinnis was behind him, so there's no way Sawchuk could see him. That puck pops out of the zone for the Bears, and they'll have to chase it down in their own end. Sheehan up on the pressure. Able to elude it is Komels. He plays ahead for Wade. Wade over the red and now the blue. Leaves it into the near side corner. Garcia gives chase. Sawchuk tries to shovel it back, but it's taken away. Thrown to the far side. Posner shot. That's blocked. Grounds. His pass across is blocked. McDonald. Played down the wall by Sheehan. Ahead for Posner. Posner on the attack, gains the line, carries over to the far side, plays in the slot, it's broken up. Toros give it right back, it was Gansky. Posner walks in, wires, that shot's blocked. Posner couldn't get it through. Mark leaves for Gansky. Gansky fires one up, that cost tips into the zone. It's Shahill who finds it. Green over the far side wall, cuts off that pass, hops on Mark, and now it's a 3-on-1 the wrong way. Bears gain the line. It's dropped back. One-time try, blockered away by Lonkala. That's a big save for Samu. If that one goes in, you could pretty much call it a night. This is ahead for Koss, who carries out of the zone over the red and now the blue. Austin Koss gains the line. His shot's blocked up and out of play for a whistle.
We'll face off to the glove hand side, or stick hand side of Enright, the goaltender for Kenai, who hasn't, shots are 23 for the Toros, 23-19 for the Toros, but it sure doesn't seem like this period has been.
It certainly doesn't.
Tilted in the Toros direction.
We'll take our media timeout and be back with the rest of the second after this.
Daniel the deer danced everywhere. He pranced through fields and jigged through rivers. Then he saw it. What a stage! A place no deer had dared dance before. The hood of a brand new car.
Hey, my car!
And the car was covered, thanks to Farmers Insurance. Deer Dance Floor, December 1st, 2014. Talk to a farmer's agent. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Call me, Miranda Schuler, your local farmer's agent at 701-838-8144.
Welcome back inside Pepsi Rink at Mesa Arena. Toros trail 3-0 on 3 Kenai Brown Bear power play goals. Draw will be to the right of Gavin Enright. Rolled in behind the Brown Bear net. Long shot by Enns goes wide. McGinnis throws one in front. That's blocked off. Bank pass ahead. Raddick trying to catch the Toros sleeping, but a good job by Enns to get back and keep him to the outside. And now McGinnis just fired that pass into the chest of the official. Meanwhile, the Toros back on the attack. It's dropped back for Talbot. Shot save made. Rebound loose. And a nice job by Enright to stay with it. and deny Cochran the chance. Muha couldn't get it. And the Bears go the other way. Another prime scoring chance by the wayside for the Toros. 6:17 left to go here in period number 2. Long pass ahead, touched into the zone by Talbot, but not much farther before the Bears are on it. They fire one up. Reminow can't settle it down. Talbot does, gains the line. Talbot walks right down Broadway. His shot. Save made, and the whistle goes. It's a nice little subtle move by Talbot to find the space.
Good play, and he got a good chance in the slot. Gave a little poke to as he went by.
Doesn't hurt. Maybe a sign that I've got some sour grapes, but if you remember the triple overtime game, the Toros and Austin Bruins in the playoffs, long shot by Sawchuk. That was one where the game-winning goal, I thought Park made the initial save, and the guy just poked him going by, and the puck ended up in the back of the net. Quick shot, save made by Lonkala, who gets slashed himself. That game against Austin was an absolute gut punch of a loss.
Oh, I remember that night, but at that stage, we were just happy to be in that situation. That was year 2 after a year 1 that was just a real struggle, and year 2 we made it into that. That was game 4, I believe, and
yes. Game 4 of a best of 5. You never know what might have been. You forced that decisive game 5. This is Adams into the middle. It's blocked up off the glass, thrown in front. Back to the point. One-time try, save made off the stick of Raisanen.
I really like Raisanen's game tonight.
All season long, really. This is Lovin. Lovin gains the line. Lovin lost the handle. Back to the near side. Played out to neutral ice. Carried ahead. Garcia into the middle. Good stick by Earn to break that up. Back to the point. What is Grounds tied up with a player? Apparently that all went
uncalled, and Grounds should have been called because he put the guy in a headlock after he totally didn't need to.
I think the defender had slashed the stick out of Grounds' hands as that shot's fought off. Touch back to Sheehan. Sheehan long shot. That's blocked. The Bears will look to go the other way. Mark picks that pass off. Gains the line. Fights through a stick check. Now he tries a shot save made and the rebound covered for a whistle. Pushing and shoving. Enright's lost his mask after he got crashed into. In Grounds' defense there, I think he was actually pushed into the goaltender.
Yeah, but Grounds needs to get out of there. He's got a full face mask on.
I agree.
We do not want to be that team.
He turns 18 in December.
And now he goes and gets
Both players will go.
It's like they're both going to go. I would guess it would be 2 minutes for roughing for each of them. And we'll play 4-on-4 now, Ken.
We will.
Kenai's coach is probably making a very good point. The Grounds should probably be getting another 2.
For the headlock, yeah.
For the headlock.
For the fan who purchased Chugga Pucks number 13C, please report.
Draw will be to the left
Once again, fan who purchased Chugga Pucks
of Enright. We go for a side.
to the merchandise room.
The Brown Bears only have 3 players on the ice. Now here comes a 4th. Draw to the left of Tank. Tank looking to give away a pizza, I think. Meanwhile, the Brown Bears control. Carried ahead, dumped in on the far side. Gansky goes and gets it, and then plays across to Lance. Lance ahead, finds Miro. Muha gains the line. Lost the handle, tied up, got it back. Muha back up top, Mark. Mark rips, he was looking for a tip, he didn't get it. Back to Gansky at the near point. Mark down the wall, Lance. Lance walks in, shot it wide. Follow-up try, loose in front, tipped, it's in. Miro.
Miro was able to chip that just over the top shoulder of Enright on was a shot that went wide, came back out front, and Miro was able to chip it over the goaltender's shoulder. And boy, that's a critical goal going into the third period. So we're 3-1 now, 3:42 to go in the second, and it's almost undoable if you're down by 3 to start the third. But two you can do. We've done that.
We did 3 at the showcase.
I know, but Ken, we don't want to.
You don't want to make a habit of it. Certainly not.
That's offsides.
We'll bring you the call of the goal when we get it.
Here's your Toros scoring.
Lemp
scoring his third goal of the year, number 10, Miroslav Muha. With the assist to number 29, Brendan Mark. Once again, brought to you by the Lamplighter Lounge. That lamplighter was from 10 from 29.
In behind the Toro net. So, Miro gets on the board for the second home game in a row. The birthday boy gets a goal and at least atones for the penalty he took that resulted in a goal going the wrong way. This is Talbot in behind. Also, a little more buzz in the building.
Yeah, it's one of those that get people going. Maybe that can change the momentum here, and if we can pop another one in, we'd be...
And now a diving cover by Enright, who just gave up his stick.
Get loud for Tank, because he's got pizza from Brad Pizza, because time for Brad Pizza panic.
Draw will be to the right of Enright. Cost to take the draw against Wade. I don't like this no kicking the puck face-off rule.
I don't like the face-off rule in the NHL, and I don't like it in the NAHL.
Grounds fresh out of the box on the 4-on-4, tipped that pass, and he got it to Sawchuk. Now Koss will look to turn. Koss gains the line, leaves off Green. Green looking to go back to him. It's blocked off, and the Bears will go the other way. This is Wade. Wade, Earn got up high on him to free that puck up.
It could have been interference too. And he took one of those earlier on a play similar to that.
Played ahead the far side by the Bears. It bounces into the Toro zone. No icing, so Earn has to play this. Sheehan for Green. Green gains the line, leaves off for Koss. Koss goes back down the wall, but it didn't get to the intended target. They have to battle for it near side. Koss walls a man off. Puck is back to the D. Gansky. Noah Gansky gains the line. Looks to carry wide. Gansky lost the handle. He'll have to chase it down. Puck ahead out to neutral ice. Back on it is Mark. Lankala had thoughts of coming out to play that. Mark, meanwhile, tightly around his own net. Mark fires one up. Missed. Lovin. And that goes for icing. I'll be honest, I don't remember if that's where the pass originated from.
I thought it was icing. Minute 13 to go here in the second. The complexion has sure changed since the Toros got on the board.
Well, really, you look at where all the offenses come from for Kenai. It's been on the power play. Shots are now 32-22 in favor of the Toros. But it's those 3 power play goals that have caused the problem. Meanwhile, bouncing puck in the neutral zone, settled down. Chance on the far side. Shot blocked. And it just trickles through to Wankala as we hit the final minute of play.
Boy, Mark stepped up on Hansen in the neutral zone there and laid a good hit on him.
Draw will be to the left. Of Wankala. Controlled by the Toros and wrapped around to the near side. Adams. Adams is walled off. What do we got?
Please tell me it's not on us.
It is on Kenai, and they are not happy about it.
Garcia looks like he's going to be going off. We'll see what the call is here. Interference.
It's interference. So the Toros do the power play. 47.6 left before the horn.
Boy, that'd be a game changer if we could sneak one in here.
This is Loven across. Earn. Shot, it's in. Lincoln Earn.
Power play goal for the Toros on a great shot by Earn. A Kenai skater, one of the defenders lost his stick, freeing the puck to make it back around, and Earn finds the puck just on the dot on the stick hand side of Enright and blasts it over his shoulder. 39 seconds to go, and 3-2 Kenai lead, and the Toros are roaring back.
Draw one back by the Toros. 35 left here in period number 2. Loose puck played over to the far side. Mark throws it in behind. D to D for the Toros in their own zone. 10 seconds. I think Mark's going to be content to take this score into the locker room. And the horn sounds. That will do it for period number 2. Toros get too late and cut the lead to 3-2. We'll talk about it during the Gooseneck Implement Intermission Report after these messages here on the Minotauros Network.
Hi, Toro fans. I'm Eric Dahl. When the Toros are on the road, we always stop at Applebee's. They always take care of the Toros, giving us the fuel we need to win away from the Mesa. The boys love to eat there after home games, too. Thanks to Applebee's, when we're on the road, the only thing we're hungry for is a win.
Applebee's 2 for $20. Now that's eating good in the neighborhood.
The sinister cries haunted Mary through the night. Dawn neared, and still the voice tormented her. She ran towards the safety of her car, flung open the door, and a coyote had somehow gotten locked inside. But the damaged interior was covered thanks to Farmers Insurance. Coyote Carpool, August 1st, 2015. Talk to a farmer's agent. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Call me, Miranda Schuler, your local farmers agent at 701-838-8144.
Throughout the areas we serve, First International Bank and Trust employees are actively involved in helping our customers and communities grow. This is Kevin Vigestad from First International Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Whether it's coaching a Little League team, leading through involvement with nonprofit organizations, or a proud Beaver booster, know that all of us at First International Bank and Trust are committed to giving back to the places where we live and work.
Your hands are a vital part of who you are, how you work, play, even how you communicate. When injury or illness strikes, the hand team at Trinity Health will be there to help restore full functionality. We specialize in surgical repairs, hand reconstruction, non-surgical interventions, and occupational therapies. Don't let damage or disorder take away your hands. See the hand team at Trinity Health. Trinity Health, reinventing health.
All in one place. You can get a fabulous coffee, the best burger in town. Arrange a meeting for up to 30 people and begin your next trip, whether business or vacation. It's Minot's newest, most architecturally beautiful, versatile structure, the Minot International Airport. The Trestle Tap House and Cafe with Caribou Coffee and customizable meeting spaces are just a couple of the amenities offered. The Minot International Airport. See the world from home.
Welcome back inside the Pepsi Rink at Mesa Arena as we have the Gooseneck Implement Intermission Report. Toros, a comeback that kind of came out of nowhere. Not that they'd been playing particularly poorly, except for all the penalties they were taking.
The first 15 minutes wasn't pretty. I was actually thinking it was maybe one of the worst periods the Toros have had
it was just a parade to the penalty box, really.
Well, it was just a parade to the penalty box and just lackluster, undisciplined, kind of goofy plays and not a lot of team cohesiveness. And then they get down 3-0 and they find a way to sneak 2 in here late and make this a game.
Recap the scoring for you in the first. If my computer will scroll down, in the first, it was Gil Garcia from Luke Raddick. That one came on the power play, a penalty that occurred during warm-ups when Noah Gansky crossed the red line. That put the Toros shorthanded to start the game. Brown Bears cash in right away. That was the only goal in the first. Then in the second, with a carryover power play, Lincoln Earn had taken a penalty at the end of the first period. The power play carries into the second, and Sasha Guillemane from Cameron McDonald made it 2-0. Then, 4:25 of the second, Miroslav Muha takes a holding minor, and Michael Spethman from Emil Azidis and Alex Kilakamka made it 3-0 Brown Bears. And after that, the Toros didn't really get moving yet, but eventually it gets to 4-on-4. Miro atones for the penalty he took with a nice battle in front of the net. Creates a screen, which created a rebound, and then he tucked it up over the shoulder.
Good gritty goal.
And Lincoln Earn then with a huge power play blast, atoning for the penalty he took that led to a power play goal. And all of a sudden, it's a 3-2 game going into the third period. And obviously, you don't want to be down going into that period, but it certainly doesn't hurt to cut that lead down to 1.
Well, 3's almost undoable. 2's a big hill to climb, and 1 goal. Anything can happen with that.
Take a look around the rest of the league as well. Brad, if you want to take us through the out-of-town board.
Final in Northeast, the Generals beat the Johnstown Tomahawks 4-0. Fairbanks also final over Springfield 3-1. Philadelphia just went final. They remain undefeated still at 8-0 with a 5-4 victory over Wilkes-Barre Scranton. No report in Minnesota between the Chill and the Magicians. Amarillo 2-2 with Corpus midway through the third. 1-1 between Janesville and Austin midway through the third. Minnesota has come back to tie Bismarck. We're 2-2 with 40 seconds to go in the third, so they look like they're going to be headed to overtime. And just like that, I lose my scores on the computer. There we go, we're back up, kind of. 1-1 between Topeka and Lone Star at the end of 2-0 midway through the third between Odessa and Shreveport. In a Central Division battle, Aberdeen and Brookings 3-3 with 16 minutes to go in the third period. And right here in the Magic City at the Pepsi Center, after 2, Kenai up on Minot 3-2. We'll take an intermission break here and be back in 2 minutes.
We've been thinking, a championship team is not born, it's developed through precision and execution. There are a lot of teams, but only one champion. At Ryan GMC Buick Cadillac, we get that. Precision matters every time. A lot of places sell cars, but only one is professional grade. Performing to the highest standard to be your dealership of choice. Ryan GMC Buick Cadillac.
We live in such a fast-paced world. It's always go, go, go. When I'm out for a run, it's my time. It's the best way to start your day. Crossing the line of that marathon, it's the biggest reward you can get. I want my customers to achieve their goals and go above and beyond. I'm Nikki Ledegi, and I'm one of the running experts at Shields.
Shields, when it comes to gear and expert advice, we're right there with you in Bismarck, Minot, Grand Forks, Fargo, and Moorhead.
Hi, Taro fans. I'm Lana Cochran. When the Taros are on the road, we always stop at Applebee's. They always take care of the Taros, giving us the fuel we need to win away from the Mesa. The boys love to eat there after home games, too. Thanks to Applebee's, when we're on the road, the only thing we're hungry for is a win.
Applebee's 2 for $20. Now that's eating good in the neighborhood.
Hey, look, it's a bird.
No, is that a plane?
Wait, no,
It's Super Guy.
Can I help you?
I'm here for the IRET Properties Heroes Program, citizen. I'd like to apply to rent one of your properties and receive 10% off my monthly rent.
And I as well, ma'am.
Captain Stars and Stripes? No offense, guys, but the IRET Properties Heroes Program isn't exactly for you. Our Heroes Program honors teachers, nurses, active and retired military personnel, police officers, firefighters, EMTs, and members of the National Guard by offering 10% off their monthly rent.
Not even Bat Dude?
Not even Bat Dude. But IRET has many properties with competitive rent, plus pet-friendly and outdoor pool options. I'd be happy to help you find a property to suit your needs.
That would be super!
Go to iretapartments.com or call 837-RENT to learn more about the IRET Properties Heroes Program. IRET Properties. This is home.
Welcome back to the Pepsi Center. We're in the second intermission. We're Kenai up on Minot 3-2. Earlier today, we spent some time with Toros newcomer Taylor Lance. Let's give that a listen. With Toros forward Taylor Lance, 3 games under your belt in the North American Hockey League. How does that differ from your high school hockey last year in Minnesota?
It's a lot more physical, and you always got to be moving your feet.
A big 4-2 win last night. What were the keys to that success last night?
Throwing pucks at net and everyone crashing the net, and big coming together, killing all the penalties off in the third.
Yeah, special teams is a big factor with Kenai. They have a pretty powerful power play. It's important that we stay out of the penalty box. How would you describe your style of play?
My style of play is more of an offensive guy. You won't see me really killing penalties that much. You'll see me on power play doing that kind of stuff.
All right. In Minot now for a couple of weeks. How's the season going for you personally, and how do you like life in Minot?
Life here is good. I like it a lot. My billet family's awesome. Transition's been tough, but I'm getting used to it.
It's a little different from high school, a little bit different responsibilities, but you're doing well, and I wish you well tonight, and good luck.
Thank you very much.
Once again, that was Brad Burwood with Taylor Lance. And Brad, he's a kid who I think, I don't mean this as an insult, but when he first got here in the preseason, he had a little bit of high school through his game.
Absolutely. He made some of those plays that, quite honestly, you're able to get away with in high school, and it's a different game in the North American League. In high school, a lot of times these guys were the guy on their team, and they were able to pull off some of those moves and get away with some dangerous plays, you'd say. Yeah. And now when we get to the junior hockey, and there's a lot of players they're all good, so you're not able to make some of those high school moves.
You can't stick handle through 4 guys.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a struggle. And he kind of mentioned that in the interview, that it was a little bit of a struggle, and it will be a little bit of a struggle to get that style of play out of his system. And I think he's done well this weekend.
I agree.
Looks like a different player than what we saw maybe at the showcase.
Yes. And, I think that's one of those things where perhaps those 2 weeks off did benefit the Toros.
Oh, I think especially guys like him that kind of are learning that junior lifestyle off the ice and on the ice, and what you can get away with and what you can't get away with on the ice.
Certainly, and I know they went with that week off. They gave the players the week off to go home, back to Minnesota, or most of the guys who went home were from Minnesota. The Europeans stayed here. I know Austin Costas from California went, I think, down to Denver for the weekend, but the guys mostly scattered. But leading up to that, in order for them to earn that week off, they had to battle hard in practice for a week. And I think having practices like those where guys had to fight for space and play game level intensity really helped these guys kind of make that adjustment.
Yeah, and another thing we have to look at, because it is reality, we have a lot of players on this roster. We can't keep this many all year.
No.
So we do have 4 guys, or around 4 guys, that are fighting 4 spots, and that privilege to stay on a team like this. And it has been difficult to, determine who's going to come and who's going to go and who's going to stay. And that's a credit to the quality of players we have here in Minot. And it's definitely a battle amongst the players.
It'll certainly be interesting. You're only allowed to keep 23. Right now it's 25 in town. I'm not saying the guys who are scratched tonight are the guys who are likely to go, because I don't think that's true.
No, I don't either.
But Eric Dahl and Spencer Kimball, 2 defensemen. I would think if you're the Toros coaching staff, you want to keep 2 other defensemen.
You know what? Defense is good to keep an extra body because it's easier to go step up and have him and utilize a defenseman as a forward in a pinch than it is to slide a forward back to defense. And it also seems like you see more injuries on the defensive side for some reason. And I guess I would err on the side of having an extra defenseman over a forward.
Yes.
But the decisions are going to be tough.
Which means there's 3 extra forwards here, and if you keep both defensemen, that means 2 forwards from this lineup, whether it's the guys on the ice tonight or the guys who are scratched tonight. 2 forwards have to go home probably this week.
I would think you'd make that decision this week.
And
well, next week we go to Aberdeen.
And then you're back for 3 and 3,
Boy, that's getting to be a long time to keep them, though.
That is a long time to keep them, and you want to be fair to these kids as well. I mean, I complain about it all the time when the USHL teams keep kids around, and then we get them back in November. And it's a kid who wasn't rostered by the USHL team. They just wanted him in town, and he practiced with them, and then they come back here, and
they're out of the loop. They're out of the...
And I mean, you see this with a kid. Nate Pionk is my favorite player to bring up. Nate Pionk was a kid who was getting Division I looks when he was here his first year. Then he left, went and played in the USHL for 2 months, came back, and no offense to Nate, but he was not a very good hockey player when he came back from Lincoln.
No, you lose that confidence. You lose that being put into situations to excel. You're not on a power play. Sometimes you're not even dressed.
Right, and then he came back to us his next year, his 20-year-old season, and Nate Pionk was one of our best players all year last year.
Yeah.
But that year in that start in the USHL, he lost an entire year of his junior career, and he lost a lot of attention that he was getting from Division I schools that maybe if he had just been here,
he could have solidified one.
Yes, and what got me on is talking about the Toros keeping so many guys around. Now, if you're not good enough to stick in this league, you're probably not going to Division I. Not a lot of Tier 3 guys go to Division I. But at the same time, for their development as hockey players, especially if it ends up being some of the younger guys who go, it doesn't help them to be here and not playing.
No, it doesn't help anybody to sit with a suit on and watch. So I think, you be fair and you make these difficult decisions and you move them along and, you see where the chips fall after that. We have a strong lineup and hopefully they can gel together and work together. We're a little different lineup than we have been in years past with the bigger bodies and things like that. And I think that'll help us down the stretch.
Well, we will take a short break here and be back. That does it for the Gooseneck Implement Intermission Report. Let's take a quick look at some of the NHL scores, Brad.
Midway through the third, St. Louis up on Dallas 3-1. Chicago at the end of 2 up on Columbus 4-1. Arizona up on the Golden Knights midway through the first 1-0. Edmonton off to a quick lead on Vancouver 1-0 just 3 minutes in. Philly and Anaheim knotted at zeros midway through the first. Calgary and Winnipeg just underway, still at zeros. Some finals here. It looks like New Jersey gets by Colorado 4-1. Toronto knocks off the Rangers 8-5 in a goal fest. Detroit beats Ottawa 2-1. Florida comes back to beat Tampa Bay 5-4. Islanders knock off Buffalo 6-3. Pittsburgh rebounds after getting clobbered by Chicago with a 4-0 win over Nashville. Washington lays a hurt bag down on Montreal 6-1. And the Hurricanes get by the Wild 5-4. Later tonight, LA is in San Jose. So a busy night in the NHL, busy night in the North American Hockey League. We'll take a quick commercial break and we'll be back for the start of the third period.
Hi, Toros fans. I'm Austin Koss. When the Toros get on the bus, the first stop is always at Applebee's. Whether it's Jamestown, Fargo, or Grand Forks, the Toros always get a good meal. The boys like Applebee's so much we eat it at the Minot location too. Thanks to Applebee's. When we're on the road, the only thing we're hungry for is a win.
Applebee's 2 for $20. Now that's eating good in the neighborhood.
I'm here at the year's hottest stag pool party.
Put your antlers up!
Where? Some poor guy's backyard. These stags are bringing down the house. Seriously, deer are ripping holes in the pool cover. They're trampling patio furniture. And all the damage was covered, thanks to Farmers Insurance. Stag Pool Party, October 27th, 2014. Talk to a farmer's agent. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Call me, Miranda Schuler, your local farmer's agent at 701-838-8144.
What's the best birthday party option in town? Toros Hockey. You supply the birthday boy or girl, and the Toros do the rest. Designated party areas and all sorts of perks to make your birthday kid feel special on his or her special day. Kids, it's up to you. Tell your parents or guardian that you want to celebrate your birthday with Tank and the Toros. For more information, call 701-852-0101 or visit MinotaurosHockey.com. Toros Hockey, making your birthday special. Join the charge.
All in one place, you can get a fabulous coffee, the best burger in town. Arrange a meeting for up to 30 people and begin your next trip, whether business or vacation. It's Minot's newest, most architecturally beautiful, versatile structure, the Minot International Airport. The Trestle Tap House and Cafe with Caribou Coffee and customizable meeting spaces are just a couple of the amenities offered. The Minot International Airport. See the world from home.
Take care of your feet, and they'll take care of you. The foot and ankle specialists at Trinity Health can help with both surgical and non-surgical solutions. So, patients who suffer from foot and ankle-related issues can say, "So long, heel pain. Catch you later, corns. Hasta la vista, hammer toes." Relieve pain now and help prevent future discomfort. Diagnosis and treatment is available today. Trinity Health, reinventing health.
Hello, I'm Steve Funningsland, consumer lender at First Western Bank and Trust and sports enthusiast. Employees at First Western know the importance of teamwork in their day-to-day banking duties to best serve the community. I know the Minot and surrounding area high school and college athletic teams know the importance of teamwork as well. We want to wish all local teams good luck in their athletic endeavors this year. Stay safe on the courts, on the fields, on the rinks, and in the gyms. We look forward to watching you succeed. With familiar faces you know, who know you by name, First Western Bank and Trust, you can bank on us, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back inside the Pepsi rink at Mesa Arena. Start of the third period. Toros trail by 1. Score is 3-2 on 3 power play goals for the Brown Bears, followed by a 4-on-4 goal by the Toros and a power play goal by the Toros. So not a lot of 5-on-5 offense so far tonight.
Little reminiscent of the third period yesterday, Ken.
Toros control off the draw. Haven't said that much tonight either. But this is Loven. Kicks to the stick. Couldn't settle it down. Now Loven looking to pull his way in. They continue to dig. Rysonen works it to Sawchuk, who hammers one. That's blocked off by traffic. Rushed the other way. Good job by Alex Adams to interrupt that. And now what do we got? That was an icing.
I can't believe the puck made it down. Ice is having a hard time getting set up after this intermission, and a lot of water out there, and puck kind of sticking.
Unseasonably warm. I was in my car this afternoon. I went to the bank to pick up all the money we use to make change for the bars and the box office and all of that, and looked at the thermometer on my car. It was 65 degrees. It's not typically what we have up here in October.
Another face-off win for the Toros.
They dig in behind. They continue to poke at it. This is Muha. Leaves off for Earn. Flips one back down to Miro. Miro tries to go back up top. That puck is just not moving. They almost should have held the start of the period. I've seen them do that before. This is Muha. He's knocked down. Puck dug out. Cochran's shot's blocked. Glass and out. It hops on ends. Fortunately, McGinnis will scurry after and get this first. Quick backhand try on a turnover save made by Lonkala.
Jens kind of turned it over in the corner there, and Spaethman was able to walk out and get a backhand on Lonkala.
Austin Bruins head to overtime again. Meanwhile, the Bobcats end up picking up the win. Final 3-2. Toros win the draw, but ice the puck, so we'll do it again in the defensive zone.
Fans, don't forget to visit the Minot Area Community Foundation Community Room for the Goody Strong silent auction. The auction will end in 10 minutes of the third period.
Draw will be to the right of Lonkala. Toros control. They start ahead along the far side.
Offsides there if Kenai would have touched that into the zone.
That allows the Toros some time to regroup, but that pass misses Sheehan. Shots on goal, 33-24, and the Brown Bears ice that. They won't be allowed to change. That feels about right.
Yeah, but this period so far, it's kind of just been back and forth in the neutral zone. But yeah, the Toros, the latter part of that period, were really coming on strong. Kenai really has got most of their shots on their power plays.
They really have.
5-on-5, the Toros have dominated, shot-wise.
This is Gansky, flips one wide of the cage. Yep. Two of the three Toros who have taken penalties that resulted in power play goals have scored. If that seems to continue, Gansky would get the game tired. This is Posner, loose in front. Posner finds it and puts it up and over. That's a dangerous chance there for the Brown Bears. Meanwhile, ahead for Loven on the near side. Loven gains the line. He wants to center, nothing there, so he tries a shot. Hacked at. A late hack by Reisman. That puck was underneath for a whistle. 17:33 left to play in the third. Draw in the offensive zone. Green with Koss and Lund. Hammered around to the far side. Skansky in neutral ice. His pass is blocked. Hacked ahead. That missed everyone, and Allegrini will play it. Ahead to the far side. Mark rips one up ice. Green. Green touches to the far side, and Lund. Lund carries over the red and now the blue. Keenan Lund has it poked free. Now he's turning, trying to find it in his skates. He can't. It's ahead. Kaplan can't stop either. D-to-D in the neutral zone for the Toros. It's Sawchuk ahead for Green. Green can't settle it down. Koss can't either. It's back to Nolan Sawchuk. The Toros assistant captain gathers at the red and then leaves for Koss at his own blue. Koss dumps one in on net. That'll result in, I believe, Koss's fifth shot on goal.
I don't know if they'll count that one. It looked like it might have been going wide, but either way, Koss has been getting the pucks to the net, and that's what we need.
Typically in this league, anything the goalie touches, they. But I agree with you, it shouldn't be. Near side, Sawchuk hammers it on net, and that one's gobbled up. It seemed to sting. And right. That win for the Bobcats came in overtime, so the Wilderness get the charity point. Cochran on the draw, but it's pushed back. Wrapped around to the far side. Muha touches it in behind the net. Talbot pressure, steps in, but he can't gain possession. Now Talbot does. Dangles off the wall, plays over to the far side. Earn. Wires, save made. Rebound hacked off the outside of the net. Wraparound try, it's in front. Talbot can't finish. This is Cochran. Shot is blocked. Earn keeps it. Pass by Earn is picked off and flipped out to neutral ice. Sawchuk gloves down to the stick and then touches for Muha. Muha gains the line on the far side, then falls down, plays the puck to himself in the corner as he gains his feet. Nifty moves by the birthday boy, but the Brown Bears take over and they'll look to go the other way. This one dumped in. Lonkala out to stop. He'll leave it there for Connor McGinnis. McGinnis finds ends. This is a defensive pairing I like for the Toros.
They've been together pretty much since the beginning of the showcase.
Meanwhile, The Brown Bears control also settling in seems to be that top pair of Earn and Sawchuk, which leaves the other 4 defensemen fighting for playing time on that bottom pair. The Grounds shouldered off the puck. Flipped ahead towards the Toro zone. Enns is back on it. Enns leaves. Ripped ahead for Grounds. Scahill dumps it in. Lonkala out to stop. We've played 5 minutes here in the third. The Toros still trail 3-2 after a pair of late second period goals to turn this back into a hockey game. Enns trying to draw the Toros even with a nifty move, drags through, but then is poked away at the last second. Sheehan supports. Gansky started to pinch down and then realized Enns hadn't gotten back after that drive to the net. Meanwhile, in behind, Sheehan tries to take it away with help from Lance, but the Brown Bears will speed ahead along the near side. Bouncing puck. Grounds leaves back to the point. Mark comes across for Gansky. Gansky shot. That's saved and kicked into the corner. Poked out to neutral ice. Wade will dump it in. Wade and Mark came together. Wade got the better of that collision. Mark controls. Long pass ahead. That missed Rysonen and Adams, but Adams will save icing. Adams looks across. He was looking for the late man coming on the change. It was Loven. Loven finds it. Looks to walk in. Loven shot, save made, and the rebound covered. Shades of last night's goal for Loven, cutting across the front of the crease.
Boy, Loven's really strong coming out of the corner with the puck, and boy, the defender should have a hard time taking the puck off his stick, and that was another golden chance for Loven.
Draws in the offensive zone to the left of Enright.
6-3, 8-3, 7-0.
Controlled by the Brown Bears, chipped out to neutral ice. Nolan Sawchuk wins the race to that. He uses his body to protect so well. This is back. Sawchuk holding in his own zone. Dumped deep. Toros will chase after. They won't get there, however. Now it's in front. Loven can't settle it down and pull the trigger. And the puck will go the other way. Sawchuk with a hit on the near side. Guillemane fights through it. Now Guillemane, I think caught a stick to the face. The whistle goes. I'm sorry, not a stick, a skate.
I thought it was a skate, like to his thigh area.
They're calling for the trainer.
7-0. Report to the merchandise booth. Report to the merchandise booth.
Kind of an awkward collision. He had gotten hit, and then when he was going down, another skater was coming by and clipped his leg, it looked like, in the thigh area.
I don't see any blood on the ice, but if it's underneath the gear, it might not get out.
It could be.
Once again, fans, that auction, the Goody Strong auction, will shut down at exactly.
I was talking about Nolan Sawchuk a moment ago. He was plus 28 last year. Through 5 games already this year, plus 4. And he's even tonight. But he's the kind of defenseman. This is controlled off the draw. I compared him to one of my favorite Blackhawks from the last few years, Nicholas Hjalmarsson. Nothing flashy.
Quietly effective.
And even his points, he puts up. Nolan put up a lot of points last year, but not a lot of stuff that really stood out. Just quietly making good decisions as Lund cuts in. Save made. Rebound hacked wide of the net by Green.
Lund paid the price for that play. Boy, he got railed coming in the slot.
Puck's back out to neutral ice. This is McGinnis. Green into the middle. Feeds Lund. Lund tries to drag around. That doesn't work. Koss finds a loose puck in the far corner. Koss into the middle. Can't kick to the stick. And now it's back ahead. Posner throws into the zone. Ends. Plays the body. Don't see Ends usually get that aggressive physically.
It seems like as he's growing with as a player, he is getting a lot more physical. He's big, so you should be able to.
Gansky chopped the stick right out of the hands of Nick Grebow, who put his hands up looking for a penalty. There should have been one, and then it was a delayed offside because Grebow had to get his stick. Anyway, shots now 42-24 in favor of the Toros. Muha pinned to the wall. This is Talbot. Quick shot save made. Rebound still loose, and now it's covered. And a late poke by Cochran's going to draw the ire of some of the Brown Bears. But I like the restraint. As soon as officials were there, the Brown Bears, knowing they're up by one, did not want to give the Toros a power play.
They've been a very
scattered.
disciplined team.
11:35 to play here in the third.
Time starting to creep in as a factor here, Ken.
And also the crowd that was so energized after those goals, the crowd started to die down a little bit. Draw will be to the left of Enright. Draw one back. Gansky, long shot, tip, save made. Mark, shot, tip, play doesn't go for Talbot, and the puck will carry out to neutral ice. That's what happens when you win faceoffs. You get to play some offense. Ahead for Talbot. Talbs delays. Now he passes into the middle for Mark. Muha finds it, leaves for Cochran. It's off the mark. Good battle there by Talbot to win that puck back, but then it's taken back. Radek the other way. Radek, good stick work by Gansky, denies the centering feed. This is Cochran ahead for Talbot, didn't go, and that is offside on the whistle. 10:52, we're almost halfway home. Here in period number 3, and the Toros still trail by 1. Draw one back by the Toros. Sawchuk plays ahead.
Lance chips it, 3-on-1.
Lance plays down the wall, couldn't get it. It was defended beautifully by Fedoruk. This is Earn, plays back to Sawchuk. His pass ahead finds Lance. Lance for Grounds. Grounds tries to walk through a defender. He cannot. Sheehan steps into him. It's ahead. Spiethman 2-on-1 if the Brown Bears hurry. Good hustle by Lance to come back and defend beautifully. Now Sawchuk will look to turn and burn as this is opened up a bit. Sawchuk has his skates taken out from under him. Spiethman drops down into the corner. Good stick by Lincoln Earn.
He's had a good night tonight.
This is sent down the ice. It will go far enough for icing, just barely. Alex Adams fell down trying to get on the ice. Are they going to be able to sneak this top line out there? Adams and Lovin and Reisenen all got out.
They're taking Lance off, and he was one. The referee just told him to get off. Now they're telling him to go back on.
The Toros only have one defenseman on the ice. So this is one where those games can end up hurting you.
Lovin shouldn't take the draw. They're going to make him play. They're obviously wrong. We have 4 forwards out there.
No, but you know what? That's the risk you take. I'm with the officials on this. You want to try and play games.
Yeah, I know. You're right, Ken.
As much as we hate that changing on the icing game, this is Lovin ahead. Gains the line, drops back, shot. That goes off.
Yeah, as
much as we talked about it.
We complain about it on a weekly basis because you see teams
get away with it. Adams spins niftily off the wall, shot in front, save made, rebound still loose. Adams can't get to it. It's hacked to the far wall. I think that's the way you punish teams. Enjoy a defensive zone draw with 4 forwards on the ice. Now they come in on a 2-on-1, shot save made, rebound up and out of play.
Yeah, I'm with you, Ken.
You know, we talked about call a penalty. We've got the media timeout.
I think calling the penalty would be the best. Well, we're back, 9:24 to go. Kenai up 3-2. Shots in favor of the Toros, though, 44-24. We're on a media timeout right now. We'll have a face-off, I believe, to the stick-hand side of Toros goalie Lonkala. Looks like the top unit for the Toros will be out after the break here of Adams, Loven, and Rysonen. McKinnis and Enns on the D.
Sorry, delay as we tried to get some. Someone just came and told us there was some candy dumped on the ice.
We'll face out outside the blue line.
So the draw will be controlled by the Brown Bears. This is played back out to neutral ice and dumped right back in. Lonkala out to stop for McGinnis. Taken away, Gilliman throws in front, no one there, but it gets back to the point. Nice sliding shot blocked by Rysonen. Long shot, this one's gloved and held by Lonkala. Like to see the big forward give up the body.
Yeah, it's like slow developing. He slid across and the guy shot right into him, but that's definitely a good block. Because it got a little bit of a turnover in the slot there, and things got a little bit chaotic for the Toros in their defensive zone.
Draw will be to the right of Samu Lonkala. Kaplan and Green with 8:56 left to go in period number 3. Touched out, Green. Carries through, Green blows a tire. That was all kinds of offsides, but the Toros get away with it. Touch play at the side. It's in! It's in!
It's a goal.
That goal should have been offside, but it goes in, and Austin Koss draws the Toros even.
8:41 to go, and it was definitely offsides, and Austin Koss bangs it home and knocks the net off, and Kenai's coach is very upset.
As he should be. Oh, man. Unbelievable. The play was offside. The net was off. They just showed the replay on the video board. It doesn't.
Well, it's too late now. I mean, you can yell all you want, but you can't reverse that.
Never mind.
Kenai's coach is.
This is what the game is on statewide TV here in North Dakota, so we have a better production than we normally have video-wise. They've got about 7 cameras, and they've shown that goal from 3 different angles.
Yeah.
But the refs aren't allowed to look at it. They can't consider the video. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
And they are still losing their minds.
It is so clearly a bad call. And the officials cannot look at the video, and great job by them not to, because...
Might have been.
Toros catch 3 huge breaks.
So maybe that's the hockey gods for the penalty we got during warm-up.
Here's the call of the goal. That's offside.
Challenge of the season, number 27, Ryan Green. All alone.
So Green gets the unassisted goal.
I think it was Koss, wasn't it?
I thought it was Koss. they base it based on what the officials tell the scorebox.
And I don't think the officials were worried about who got it. They were more like, oh no.
Either way, the puck's in the net and we're tied. 8:12 left to go. I don't even.
Glad we weren't playing Bismarck.
There were 3 blown calls on that. There are 2. The offside, as they dig at the side of the net. The play was offside. The net was off. And then the replay in the building, it would have been very easy for the officials to overturn that. That one puts up off the glass. Loose puck hacked ahead and out. I think if they had whistled that offside, we would have saw Josh Petrus thrown out of this one. Banked ahead and Cochran finds it. Landing Cochran shot gloved and held for a whistle. Draw will be to the left of
That'll be to the glove hand
Enright.
side of Enright. Lance steps in for the Toros to take the draw. Won by Kenai.
ahead and into the zone, but the Bears are on it first. Raditic plays to the far side. Shot that goes wide. Rebound around to the near side. Big hit by Aaron Grounds. Now Guillermin takes a run at him. Pushing and shoving. Well, it took a while. Guillermin should be done. He took it. He wears a cage and he took his helmet off. He should be out
gone.
for the night.
Yeah, you can't take your helmet off.
And he took Aaron Grounds' cage off.
No, he didn't. Aaron took his own off.
Did he? Guillermin should be done. Grounds, the cage came unbuckled, but the helmet stayed on.
Yeah.
So he should still be in.
But his helmet's broke now.
So.
But yeah, he's got to be gone for taking his helmet off.
Guillermin should be tossed. Let's see what they call this.
Yeah, this will be interesting to see how this goes, because if this doesn't go in Kenai's way.
So it looks like we'll go 4-on-4.
But he took his helmet off. You can't. I mean, that's a pretty cut and dried one.
We're going 4-on-4. Marty Murray having that same conversation with the official right now.
They're each going to get 2 minutes for roughing. It looks like
2 minutes for roughing on each guy. It's number 4.
Grounds is going to get another one for head contact. It looks.
Oh, okay. So Grounds gets head contact and roughing.
So that puts Kenai on the power play. But their guy took his helmet off and doesn't get anything.
The power play that has 3 goals on 4 opportunities already, I believe.
Yeah, I don't know if this one's going to go down in the annals of
officiating greatness.
This third period's been a complete debacle.
So Talbot comes over to serve the extra penalty. I like this move. Talbot's not really a penalty killer, but he is sneaky good on breakaways. If you can find him coming out of the box.
Well, this is.
But first you have to kill this
You
power
need a
play.
kill. You need a kill. This is as big as it gets.
Lund finds it and clears it all the way down.
2 minutes. Contact in the net.
Green up on the pressure. Banked ahead. Posner poked to the line, but not out. Garcia in. Shot blockered up and off the glass. The rebound carries onto the zone.
It's a daring move for Gansky to step up there when you're killing a penalty.
And that is whistled offside.
We'll face off outside the Toros zone. 6:24 to go. Minute 16 to go for the Toros to kill off the head contact penalty to Aaron Grounds. Lovin, Muha, Gansky, and Marks out there for the Toros.
Dumped in on the far side, rolls around behind. Lonkala couldn't stop it. They'll have to battle in the near corner. Minute 4 on the power play as Muha finds it and sends it all the way down. Pass into the middle. Calcutta into the zone, poked away from him. He leaves it in the corner, dug out by Wade. Wade working around behind the net, 40 seconds left on the power play for the Brown Bears. Battle on the far side, the puck pops free. Miro finds it, nice move to keep that away, and now he'll look to work shorthanded, just killing time. Miro pokes it free, Lund steps in. Muha just got punched in the face, and that will draw a call, and that'll even it up. The crowd made that call.
Because his arm did not go up until 20 seconds after Muha took a shot to the face.
He just got punched. Was it a punch or a butt end? But either way, it went right to his jaw. And Fedoruk will go.
Also, now we're 4-on-4 for 14 seconds, and then the Toros will get a power play. Now the assistant coach for Kenai is up in arms, and actually he has a right to be, because it was like textbook, like nothing gonna get called. Fans started screaming, and then the arm went up,
on the
and
ground.
I'm like, oh no.
Miro's on the ground, and the arm goes up only after prodding from the officials.
So the madness continues, Ken. It's going in the favor of the Toros, but still, you don't want to see things like that.
No. Draw will be to the right of Enright. Tie game, 5:22 to play. The Toros will get a power play in 14 seconds. Toros power play is 1 for 2, I believe.
Yeah, 1 for 2.
Toros control off the draw, but the puck is all the way down in their own end. Sawchuk holds up. Toros come full strength. Talbot released from the box, and Lovin starts up ice. Lovin around behind. Lovin around the world, all the way to the far side, comes across to Earn. Earn just drops it down low. Rysonen finds Lovin. Lovin spins it up top. Sawchuk back to Lovin. Lovin walks in, thought about it, then drops side in front for Adams, still loose. They hack at it. Lovin spun off the puck. Rysonen steps in to help him out, then gives to Adams. Adams back up top. Earn leaves for Adams. Adams walks in. Wire save made. Rebound loose. Hacked at just wide. Far side. Sawchuk was unable to control, and it's glassing out for the Brown Bears. 56 seconds left on the Toros power play. We're still even at 3 aside. Earn into the zone. Centers for Adams. It was behind him.
Someone's got to stay back.
Brown Bears looking to go short-handed, but a good hit by Colby ends. Just erases a player on the near wall. He's still down. Toros basically have a 5-on-3. And finally the whistle goes. The Bears never touch the puck. And now Kaplan's fine. The whistle should never have gone.
Should
the Toros
never
have
go
possession.
unless it's a severe injury, and that's not a severe injury. He's skating off right now just fine.
Didn't even need to use the door. He's able to hop up over the bench.
Big hit by Enns.
It was a big hit. I'm not shocked he was slow to get up. This is Cochran on the draw. One back instead by the Bears, however. Miro steps in, takes it away. Talbot flicks it back to the point and ends. Enns comes across Gansky. Gansky lays back up top, Enns. Enns looking for a lane, doesn't have it. Now we'll circle back towards the top of the umbrella, leaves off Gansky. Gansky, top of the umbrella now himself. Tries a shot through traffic, it's tipped just wide. Rebound comes in front, they hack. It ends up in the corner.
Good pitch down and
by Enns. This is Talbot. He tries to shovel down the wall, but it's cleared.
That'll do it for we'll go 5-on-5 now. 3:20 to go in the game.
This is Gansky behind his own net. Gansky left it there. There was no one there. That's going to result in a turnover. The Brown Bears have it in front. One-timer and a broken stick for the Brown Bear player. A lucky break for the Toros as the stick just exploded on Garcia. Meanwhile, Enns into the zone. The defenseman carries deep in front for Talbot. Shot save made. Rebound pops up and out of play.
Whew. Point blank shot by Talbot in the slot there. Well, there's definitely been entertainment in the third period.
.251 left to play. Green wins the draw back.
Koss back to McInnes. McInnes over to Mark. Mark back to McInnes, and Lund misses it going in, and we'll have icing. And we'll face off in the Toro zone with 2:32 to go.
And it goes back into the Toro zone. Draw will be to the left of Lankala. Green and Guillemain. They dig on the near wall. Green sweeps around to the far side. McGinnis banks ahead for Lund. Lund carries in, leaves off for Koss. Austin Koss back in the middle, touched by Lund. But he didn't get anything on the redirect, and it's easily covered.
That was a nifty little play by Lund to just backhand drag it out front for someone to get a shot at it.
And a nice feed by Koss into Lund. Draw to the left of Enright. Played around to the near side. Kel plays ahead for Grebow. Mark into the corner, pokes it ahead. It's Kalkatka. Wins the battle, centers. Nothing doing on the one-timer from Wade. It went wide. Sheehan can't get going. The Brown Bears control. It's ahead for Wade. Poked away from him. Loose puck. Shot save made, and the rebound is covered. And a late poke taken at it. But again, with the Brown Bears power play, wise for the Toros not to engage.
I think you just let them be right now.
100 seconds left to go here in period number 3. We're all even at 3. Toros control after the Brown Bears initially won the draw, and now they'll look to go the other way. Pass never got through for the intended target. Loven can't free it up, loose in front. Adams quickly pounces.
Good stick by Earn there to get that deflected.
It's ahead. Far side, Earn. Earn peeling back into his own zone. He'll get chased all the way behind his own net by Posner. Plays ahead, finds Loven. Loven His pass for Reisman was off the mark. That was not offside. Now a shot gloved and held by Lonkala. As we hit 1 minute to play. Draw to the left of Lonkala. 1 minute separating these teams from overtime in a game that the Toros initially trailed by 3 in. You know, Brad, if the Toros do manage to win this in regulation or overtime, it will make them 2-0 in games in which they fall behind by 3. That's not typically a strategy for winning games.
No.
Meanwhile, the Brown Bears take over. They'll look to go the other way. Raddick in, shot. That's blocked up.
Off the Canadian flag.
Jimmy John's brings you that Calgary Toros score. Jimmy John's freaky fast delivery.
Draw will be. I'm surprised we haven't seen a kid run over there and grab it yet. Draw will be to the left of Lonkala. It's Talbot, but it's won back instead by the Bears. McDonald. In behind. Ends. Koss just got run over from behind. And a shot, it's in. The turnover results from a clear interference play. And the Brown Bears take a 4-3 lead with 18.9 to play. Wow. That is a gut punch. Toros take their timeout. Just a clear interference play. Austin Koss. If it's not interference, it's checking from behind.
They hit from behind and he goes down, creates a turnover.
So the Toros, after their timeout, have 18.9 seconds to try and force overtime. Loven, Adams, Reisinen, Miro, Sawchuk, and Earn as the Toros went ahead and put the goalie on the bench. How is that not icing? They won the draw back and sent it the length of the ice. Hammered around to the near side. 10 seconds now. Passes ahead for Adams. Adams scans the line. Shot gloved and held. What a late whistle. 2 more seconds went by as the goaltender held on to that. 3.8.
Yeah, that's one thing you got to take a look at here now. And I think the official's going over to add some time.
They are going to put a couple more seconds on. I mean, in the end, it draws even because the Toros game tying goal should not have counted.
No, I know.
But I thought the Toros already took their timeout.
Kenai just took theirs. We haven't had
after
ours,
the win.
yeah.
Okay. Or after the goal.
After the goal, the win, you mean? So
they're still trying to adjust the time on the clock. So
2 minutes. They're going to give us 2 minutes, Ken.
That would be lovely. I have a feeling that's not correct.
40 seconds now. We'll take that even.
I assume it's supposed to be 4.0.
This shouldn't be.
It shouldn't be. $4.7. 4.3. So it's going to take a quick shot off the draw. Time to maybe scramble and poke a rebound, but everything has to break just right. Shot wide by Adams, and the horn sounds to end it. Pushing and shoving after this, Wade and Lovin. So the Toros split.
And I got a kind of a weird way. That whole last 10 minutes,
Period.
I don't even know what to say. Both coaches look at him and just said, so bad. That's so bad.
Yeah. We'll take a break, be back to wrap it up with the Farmers Union postgame show. We just got to figure out what just happened.
Hi, Toro fans. I'm Eric Dahl. When the Toros are on the road, we always stop at Applebee's. They always take care of the Toros, giving us the fuel we need to win away from the Mesa. The boys love to eat there after home games, too. Thanks to Applebee's, when we're on the road, the only thing we're hungry for is a win.
Applebee's 2 for $20. Now that's eating good in the neighborhood.
The sinister cries haunted Mary through the night. Dawn neared, and still the voice tormented her. She ran towards the safety of her car, flung open the door, and a coyote had somehow gotten locked inside. But the damaged interior was covered, thanks to Farmers Insurance. Coyote Carpool, August 1st, 2015. Talk to a farmer's agent. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Call me, Miranda Schuler, your local farmers agent at 701-838-8144.
Throughout the areas we serve, First International Bank and Trust employees are actively involved in helping our customers and communities grow. This is Kevin Vigestead from First International Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Whether it's coaching a Little League team, leading through involvement with nonprofit organizations, or a proud Beaver booster, know that all of us at First International Bank and Trust are committed to giving back to the places where we live and work.
Your hands are a vital part of who you are, how you work, play, even how you communicate. When injury or illness strikes, the hand team at Trinity Health will be there to help restore full functionality. We specialize in surgical repairs, hand reconstruction, non-surgical interventions, and occupational therapies. Don't let damage or disorder take away your hands. See the hand team at Trinity Health. Trinity Health, reinventing health.
Second regulation loss of the season, and it was an interesting one, to say the least. The game started with the Toros shorthanded because of a penalty for crossing the red line in warm-ups,
which is almost unheard of.
That power play resulted in a goal. 2 more power play goals for Kenai. Then, after that, Toros storm back. They tie it to a 4-on-4 goal, a 5-on-4 goal, and then a 5-on-5 goal that should never have counted. The play was offside. Then the net was off.
It wasn't even offside by a little. It was
offside
offside
by a lot. and then perhaps some poetic justice if you're a Kenai fan. A Kenai player just absolutely railroads Austin Koss from behind. An interference play that results in a turnover.
It ends up in the back of the net with 18 seconds to go and game over.
And it was
one of the more interesting games we've seen.
I'm not even sure what, as a Toro fan or Kenai fan even, you take away from this one. It was such a weird game. But the good news is the Toros, 5-on-5, dominated play. Shots on goal are 49-29. All except for the game winner for Kenai came on the power play.
Yeah, we did. We definitely carried the play when it was 5-on-5, but we did have a little bit of trouble. We knew Kenai had a real potent power play, and we took a couple undisciplined penalties and put them on the power play, and they made us pay for that.
And for the Toros, next up, they get finally into divisional play. We've yet to play a division opponent. The Showcase 4 games last weekend off, and now Kenai. Finally, the Toros get a chance to play some teams within the Central Division. 3 teams over the next 2 weeks. Head down to Aberdeen next weekend, and Brad, of all the teams in the Central Division, Aberdeen to me looked the most impressive at the Showcase.
Yeah, their record doesn't really show the talent that we saw out there. They looked really good at the Showcase, and going into the year, we expected them to kind of be the powerhouse in the tight Central Division, and
they lost
again tonight to a team from Brookings that we didn't think
much of at all.
That good at the Showcase. So you just never know what's going to happen, and it'll be a tough task next weekend down in Aberdeen. The ODI Center is a tough place to play.
It certainly is, and with the last year's playoffs, not a lot of veterans on this roster, but there's got to be some guys who have revenge on their minds as well if you're a Toro.
Oh, absolutely. That was a very embarrassing playoff last year for the Toros, and then there's some revenge. They want to get. And Aberdeen's got a wild crowd, and it's a tough building.
Well, that'll do it for us here on the Gooseneck Farmers Union postgame show. We're not in intermission anymore. So that'll do it for the Farmers Union Insurance postgame show. I'm Ken Oda, Brad Brewer alongside. I believe I'm flying solo next weekend in Aberdeen.
Yeah.
So it'll be just me with the Farmers Union pregame show at 7 o'clock next Friday night on all outlets for the Minotauros Network. The Listen Live button on MinotaurosHockey.com, AM 1390, and Hockey TV. Brad, it's been fun doing games with you over the last couple of weeks. Look forward to getting to work with you 3 times in 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Big series. That's 3 games in a row on Thursday, Friday, Saturday night here at the Pepsi Center.
Bismarck followed by the Minnesota Wilderness. So, again, we talked about not playing anyone in the division. It's about to get a whole lot of division games coming up. We'll talk to you starting Friday from Aberdeen at 7 o'clock. Have a good night.
This has been a presentation of Minotauros Hockey. Visit MinotaurosHockey.com to stay up to date on all things Toros. This broadcast was brought to you by Farmers Union Insurance, Gooseneck Implement, Mattress Firm, Liberty Tax, and Coulter Energy. Minotauros Hockey, join the charge.